Yo, people, lateness is greatness. Welcome back into the building. You already know what time it is. It's time for another watch along, our second watch along of the season, man. It's good to be back, people. I'm buzzing, man. Do you know when Chelsea are in town? Chelsea are back on the scene, playing matches, doing their thing. I'm seeing a strong starting 11. I'm not seeing Lewis Baker playing the David Luiz role. I'm not seeing, respectfully, Baba Ramen Noodles at left back. I'm not seeing Drinkwater carrying the can. I'm not seeing any of this. I'm seeing a strong starting 11, people, which we're going to talk about soon. So big up to all you guys. Second stream of the day, live on YouTube and Twitch. If you have not followed the Twitch, go follow the Twitch, man. Go follow the Twitch, because we've got extra streams, exclusive just for Twitch streams coming up this week. I'm not going to be streaming on this channel every day, but I will be uploading videos as well. So if you want daily streams from me and daily long form content, then you go to the Twitch. You're going to get some interviews, and I'm going to be doing, one-to-ones with people in the community on there every day. Big up to everybody. Obviously, for me, I'm watching it on the Fifth Stand app. I don't know how you, man, are watching it, but I'm not a criminal. I don't know what you, man, are doing. Don't involve me in your thing. You know what I mean? I don't know what you, man, are doing, but I'm watching it how you meant to watch it. It's a charity game, so I thought, listen, you know what I mean? Let's pay, let's do our thing. But big up to everybody that's joined me. 100 people in here already. And yeah, man, second watch along of the season. The photos above me, apologies, they're not in shot properly. I need to hang them up differently. I've got some other ones as well. Look, let me show you guys. So this is what we're going to have on the watch alongs this season. I've got the Aspilicueta lifting the trophy as well. Got some lovely artwork from Aaron. And I've got this one as well. These three, Chilwell, Reece and Mount. So we're going to hang these up on the wall. I've got a scarf as well. I've got a few things. So we're going to make this very Chelsea-centric as the season goes on. But right now, it's pre-season, and I'm not fully fit. I'm not ready, but I'm getting ready. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting ready. Let's get the lineup across the bottom of your screen. I've got the Chelsea and the Arsenal lineup at the bottom. So we're going to talk about the Chelsea one first, obviously. Arsenal were very slow getting their lineup out. I hope this is the correct one, but this is the one that I've seen going through the Twitter spaces ever so slightly. So I'm going on the fact that it's correct. I'm praying. I'm going to be answering all your questions. Anything that you guys want to talk about in the build up to this game, let me know. We're going to talk about it. In terms of predictions for this game, we have to be quite careful with Chelsea, people, because I think this is only our second proper pre-season match. We had one behind closed doors. One got cancelled in Ireland. And obviously the Bournemouth game. So this is our second proper pre-season match. And I think Arsenal have played 5+ games or something, maybe 4 or 5 games, I think. So yeah, they're definitely going to be more fit. They didn't have as many players go away for international duty as well over the Euros, because their players aren't as good as ours. So, we had a lot more players in the Euros. So, of course, our players are coming back a little later. So their players have got more minutes under their belt as well. So I'm not going to have too much expectations in terms of result. I'm just looking for the fitness levels. It's good to see a strong team. As you guys know, the Bournemouth game. Look, it's nice seeing your loanies and whatnot, but I want to see the team that's going to be playing against Villarreal. I want to get their fitness levels back up. So obviously Chelsea's team is very strong, and we'll go through Arsenal's team afterwards. But obviously Mendy's back in goal, which is good to see. Obviously we had Kepa back. We have obviously the new goalkeeper, the new signing as well. But it's good to see Mendy back. Zuma is at right side centre back in the back three, which is surprising because obviously you guys know he's been linked with a move away, potentially going to West Ham. We tried to involve him in the Sevilla deal, so for him to be playing is quite a surprise. To actually be in the starting 11 when he's probably on his way out. But again, he's a model professional, and he needs the fitness anyway. If you're going to join a new club and you now touch wood, people, what we don't need right now is Zuma to get injured. If Zuma picked up an injury, God forbid, in this match, that would shake up the apple cart massively in terms of transfer outgoings and maybe even incomings, because I don't know if we sign Koundé if we can't get rid of Zuma. That would be maybe too many centre-backs on the books, in my opinion. Trevor Chalobah starts in the middle of that back three. And obviously Lewis Baker did really well against Bournemouth, but it's good to see Trevor Chalobah, an actual centre-back who's played that position before, back in the team in that role. And yeah, I think, he's going to be able to hold it down in that role. He's got the cover of Rudiger and Zuma around him. I'm actually quite interested to see just how that looks. I have seen the Grand Prix. I'm not watching it, unfortunately, obviously, because I'm doing this, but I will watch the race afterwards. And then, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So don't spoil it for me. Do not spoil it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that, because obviously Hamilton was on pole. And yeah, hopefully he can secure the win, because we need to catch up to Verstappen in that championship. People, I'm trying to see Hamilton break records. So obviously Rudiger's back as well. All the German players are back in this team. You've got Kai, you've got Werner, and you've got Rudiger all back in the starting 11 as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing them. Obviously Kai scored the winning goal in the Champions League final against Manchester City. If we don't sign a striker, then we're going to probably have to rely on Kai up front for most of the season with Werner just off of him. So it's going to be interesting to see just how dangerous they are. I hope to God that Werner has his shooting boots on today. I need you to score, big man, because your finishing last season was a myth. Let's just forget all that now, and let's just get straight to it. And let's just pray that your finishing this season is on point. Because if it is, that's going to help our team massively. Because every other aspect, you were good. You caused problems, Werner. He's running in behind, running in the channels. He's dragging people left, right, and center for the goal. Champions League final, if you guys watch it again, he makes that run that creates the space for Kai, for Mount to slip that ball through. So he is a great space creator, is what I would call Werner. I wouldn't call him a creative winger or a creative attacking midfielder or a creative striker. Yes, he's got assists, but he's a space creator. He creates space with his runs. He obviously, if you find him, then he's in acres of space, and he creates space for others because he's dragging defenders across. You have to watch him despite his finishing. So yeah, I'm hoping he gets off to a flying start this season, man. We need goals in this team. King Kai in the false nine, damn straight. Can't wait to see it. You guys know how much I love Kai, man. He's my favorite, probably one of my favorite new signings. Thiago Silva's up there as well, but Kai I always thought was going to do well. I didn't really have any worries over Kai. Technically sound, just a flamboyant, sexy footballer. Do you know what I mean? And pause. Do you know what I mean? Just brilliant footballer, man. Honestly, like he just glides. He honestly just glides. He is a Rolls Royce footballer. Of course I paid. Yeah, I paid, man. It's for charity, innit? So it's not like it's going to the club. If the club were fleecing me, it's a different situation, but it's for charity. But yeah, great footballer, unbelievable player. I really hope he kicks on this season and makes a mark. Do you know what I mean? I know he's only 21, but it's never too young to shine. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to play this young card with Kai too much. He's had his season now. He got over the disease. But I think, yes, 100%, you can go into this season, you can rip shit up. There's no reason why. Berbatov settings. What a brilliant comparison that is. Berbatov settings, indeed. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant comparison. 22. So really looking forward to his contribution today. I want to see how that works. And obviously Ziyech is playing as well. And I'm someone that's always, today I'm going to give you some game commentary, and I'm really going to try and analyze what's going on, because I want to see if Ziyech and Kai can play together, because they operate in similar zones. They're both left-footed. They both want to take up that inside channel. We know Ziyech maybe doesn't suit this system as much as we hoped he, would. He definitely suited maybe staying on the wide wing, the wide flank that he was on under Lampard. So this is a new role for him, being in this system with a wing back. But he's going to have to get used to it, and he's going to have to get acclimatized to it, because this is the formation going into the season. I think we're going to play it free at the back most of the time, and then we might switch it up in game, or for particular opposition, we might go to a back four, but it won't be often enough. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Ziyech and Kai play together. I haven't really seen a great game where they both played together. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen that link up or that chemistry or that understanding. They tend to get in each other's way a bit, actually. So I'm interested to see how that works. And the wing backs, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Pulisic, is an interesting one as well, because you've got, again, I spoke about it on the byline. I've spoken about it on here, All You Can Eat Chelsea with Miz and Eunice. Hudson-Odoi, yes, 100%. I want him at left wing. If your left wingers are not performing, I want him at left wing. But I think we have to be very honest with ourselves, that Werner's going to play. Pulisic is going to play. So because these guys are going to play matches, he's not always going to be able to start at left wing unless he's blitzing it. And I don't know if he's going to blitz it this season. I think he's going to have a much better season, probably maybe the best season he's had at Chelsea under Tuchel, because he's got a manager that believes in him and etc. Going to give him game time. But it's not guaranteed that he's going to blitz it. He's still young. He can still be inconsistent. So it's good for him to have that secondary position where he can play wing back and he's trusted. I'm not surprised to see him on the left-hand side and Pulisic on the right, because I think Hudson-Odoi, if you guys remember that game against Wolves, the first game that Tuchel had where we drew at home, Hudson-Odoi moved over to the left in the second half when we brought on someone off the bench. I can't remember exactly the substitution, but he did move over to the left and he made a very, very crucial tackle on recovery when they were breaking on a counter. So I think he trusts Hudson-Odoi defensively a lot more than Pulisic in the wing back role. And that's why he's decided to put him on the left on his wrong foot and Pulisic on the right. And I think he's used Pulisic on the right at Dortmund as well for a brief period. So that's the thinking behind it there. Not surprised with that. And obviously Kovac and Loftus-Cheek in midfield. Look, at this point, again, I'm just happy to not see, players that are not going to be in the team. I want to see seniors. So Kovac's back. That's great. Loftus-Cheek. I think he was linked with a move to Germany on loan in the Bundesliga on Twitter. I've seen that, but I don't think that's concrete. I don't know who the source is. But again, we don't know if he's going to be in the team this season. But I think Tuchel has taken a liking to him. Tuchel definitely liked him before he was at Chelsea when he was in Germany. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if... you managed to spamming nerd because of Toby, innit? In the last stream. There's not many brothers representing Twitch today, but we've got a couple. It'll build. Get over there while it's hot. But yeah, so Loftus-Cheek and Kovac, neither of them are real sitters. So it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic works. I personally, my head always envisioned Loftus-Cheek maybe in the front three if he was going to get into this team, because, that pivot tends to sit quite... they tend to be quite stationary and the wing backs push forward. As Pep said, and I said on the All You Can Eat Chelsea, the wing backs get very wide and they're very vertical runs. You know what I mean? As Pep says. So for Loftus-Cheek to be in a maybe more stationary position, it's not something I would expect. Loftus-Cheek at his best under Sarri was bombing forward in that number 8 role, making long strides up the pitch. And splitting lines of defense, because he was just taking people on and running them and barging past people, and it was just creating so much space for others, for Hazard, for Hudson-Odoi in the Europa League. So yeah, man, to see Loftus-Cheek be in a stationary sitting role again, it just doesn't make sense to me. And you've got Kovac in there as well, who's not a sitter. So that's why I keep saying I feel like this club, they need to sign a sitter. We don't have a sitting midfielder. The only other sitting midfielder is actually Drinkwater. And you guys know how I feel about that. I'm not too keen. Gallagher's gone out on loan to Palace. That was another player that wasn't really a sitting midfielder. So outside of Jorginho, you don't really have a sitter outside of him and Drinkwater at Chelsea. Kovac, Kante, Loftus-Cheek. These are all guys that, their strength would be moving forward up the pitch, striding forward if they can, whether it's with dribbling, whether it's with pace, whether it's with, just carrying the ball with the tree trunk legs. So it is what it is. Let's see what this team can do. I'm excited, man. I'm excited because at least it's a serious team that's out there. It's probably quite close to the team that you could see against Villarreal. The only players that are missing are your English and your Italian players. That of course were in the final of the European Championship. And do you really want those guys starting against Villarreal? I don't know. It depends how many minutes they've clocked up. We've only got one more friendly on Wednesday against Tottenham, and then after that it's Villarreal the following Wednesday, from what I know. Let's get into this Arsenal lineup as well. Who we coming up against? We ain't got too much luck, people, when it comes to Arsenal. Let's have it all right. As much as we clown this club for their demise and decline, we keep losing to them. We lost at home. Smith Rowe with the goal. We lost away. Not talking about that. That scarred me mentally under Lampard. We lost the FA Cup final. I think it's 3 defeats in a row. Am I right with that? Maybe more. So we are absolutely shambolic against this team. So we need to put that right. And not saying today is going to be the day, because it's not. It's a friendly match. But we have a game very early on in the season against this Arsenal team in the Premier League. I think it might be the 2nd or 3rd game. Not too sure. So we need to have it up here ready to go, people. You know what I mean? We need to make sure that early on we're not pissing about. Do I think Koundé is on hold? Do I think Haaland is on hold because of Koundé? It shouldn't be. No, you should be able to negotiate 2 deals at once. Multitasking, my brother. We've been waiting on that one for too long to be putting anything on hold. If we put it on a hold any longer, Dortmund are going to tell us to piss off because it's too late in the window. One thing that won't happen is Dortmund will not sell this brother on deadline day. So we need to get a move on. Do you know what I mean? So no, I don't think anything's on hold. 2 separate deals. Let's go through this Arsenal lineup here. Let's see. It's for charity. That's why. Don't worry. It's not going towards Kroenke's pocket. Leno, Chambers, Holding, Marty from Madagascar. That's what I'm going to call him. Tierney, Partey, El Neni, Pepe, Smith Rowe, Aubameyang, and Lacazette. It's a strong team, strong forward line. Very strong strike force. Obviously, Smith Rowe in the number 10, wearing the number 10. Big season for him. I should say Haaland, but I'm just very addicted to saying Haaland now. I can't stop. I'll try. If he signs, I'll say it properly if he signs. So yeah, I mean, that defense. Whoa! No Ben White, the new signing, obviously only just arrived, not ready to play. Chambers holding Mari. If we can't get at that defense, Tierney's a very good defender, but the rest of them are bang average. If we actually know Mari might be decent, haven't seen enough of him actually, but the two English brothers on the right hand side, average as they get. So if we can't get at that, we got problems, people. Do you know what I mean? This should be again. I don't want to pipe up too much expectation because they've only just come back from holidays. This is their first friendly. That forward line outside Ziyech, Havertz and Werner, this is their first friendly. So maybe they'll be a bit rusty, but I'm hoping for a goal against that back line. I'm hoping for a goal for Werner. That would be nice. Ben White's on the bench. Someone's saying here as well. Defense is meaty. William Gallas vibes. The back line is a joke. Arsenal fans, I don't know if there's any of you in the chat. Highly unlikely. But if there is, tell me what you think about that team, man. What do you think? Obviously, Ben White was definitely needed because your centre-backs are outside Gabriel. Not really feeling your centre-backs at all. Very wide, someone said in the chat. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if there's any Gunners in here, man. I really don't think there would be too many. I'm not watching the F1. No, bro. Can't do two things at once. I'm only watching this now, and then I'll watch the F1 afterwards. But don't spoil it for me. I'm looking forward to watching the F1 afterwards. So you, femme de la mouche, you keep it quiet. So, yeah, it's a dangerous forward line. Big test for Chalobah in defense. Trevor Chalobah. He's coming up against Aubameyang, Lacazette, Smith Rowe, Pepe. So he's going to be in the middle of that defense. He's going to have to do all the sweeping. He's going to have to look to his left, to his right, study his angles, understand how to defend from the near post. Positioning is going to need to be good. One thing from Lewis Baker in the Bournemouth game is his positioning was very good. He was quite aggressive and assertive. You know, he went to the attacker, which is something I would always advise. If you're not a defender and you're playing in defense, it's just better to get touch tight and don't hold off, because if they spin and turn you, then you got problems and you're going to have to actually do some real defending. If you just get touch tight, you can be physical, jockey them out, you know, do that kind of stuff. So that was a good plan from Lewis Baker. Chalobah's playing in that same position. I'm interested to see how he does. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the wing backs because, look, put it like this. Arsenal's right back, I think it will be Chambers, right? Hudson-Odoi should be having a field day. Remember when Hudson-Odoi people had that friendly against Arsenal in his first season in the first team with Sarri, and he absolutely tore Bella in a new one, absolutely ripped the shit out of him. That's the kind of performance I'm looking for today. You know, something like that. Something to say, I'm here, I've arrived. You know, something like that would be brilliant. So I'm really hoping that Hudson-Odoi can get at Chambers today on that left-hand side and really, really rip him up if he can. That would be one of my hopes. And obviously, like I said, the rest of the team is self-explanatory. Big season for Ziyech. Massive season for Ziyech. But I think now that he hasn't had the injury, I really do believe that he's going to be able to do something this season and hopefully just have a little bit of consistency. It's going to be difficult for him because there's a lot of players in his position. I've spelled Ziyech wrong there. How embarrassing. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for Ziyech this season. Main thing is he's not got the injury at the start of preseason like he did last time. So hopefully, you know, he can get some momentum and some rhythm going in there. I'm going to load up the game on my phone on the app. Any questions, people? Let me know. I haven't spoken to you guys since All You Can Eat Chelsea when it comes to Chelsea stuff. Obviously, we had the London show there, London Clubs Carnage. Brilliant show with the boys that happened just an hour ago. I did a video, obviously, on the Lukaku situation. That's definitely dead in the water. There's no way he's coming. He's already stated that publicly as well. And Zuma, we are in the same situation. You know, we're waiting for Kurt Zuma, really a proper bid to come in. I think the valuations have dropped on him and Abraham. So it should be interesting to see how that goes. You know, Zuma's valued around 30 million, it seems, and Abraham around, you know, 30 million as well. So yeah, if we can get 60 million for those two, we probably could have got more. I've seen us get more. I've seen us absolutely flog Oscar to China for a whole heap of money, etc. I've seen Morata go for crazy money, but at this point, Chelsea are not in a situation to be negotiating too much. We're coming up to the last month of the window. The new season starts in 2 weeks, and the Super Cup is in 10 days or so. So we really don't have time to piss about, people. Big up to everybody in the chat. Nearly 600 of you in here. Game starting in about 5 minutes. Chelsea versus Arsenal in this friendly match. And like I said, two very senior sides out there. Not really too many fringe players out there. So I'm looking forward to this one a lot more because I'm going to get to see what we're looking like at the moment. But yeah, 100% looking forward to this. They're showing it on Chelsea TV. I think they're showing it on the Fifth Stand app. I think it's the Fifth Stand app. I'm not sure about anything else. I just know the Fifth Stand app is showing it, obviously, for the price. Then if you choose to be a criminal, that's on you. But it's for charity. It's for charity. So it's not like the club is just rinsing you, people. It's actually for charity. So if you're going to do it, you may as well do it for one of these ones. I understand streaming. Don't worry. I've done it before, but because this one's for charity, I'm actually paying for this one. And I believe the Tottenham one will be the same, and Arsenal versus Tottenham as well next week, the same thing again. So that's why Chelsea don't have a game between Wednesday and the following Wednesday, because the Arsenal-Tottenham game is going on the weekend, and this is the competition we're in. So that's where the week break comes in. But one week to prepare for Villarreal is good. That's a good amount of time. You got 1 week to prepare, and that's enough time now to get yourselves together and put up a plan to defeat Villarreal. We shouldn't underestimate Villarreal in 10 days' time. That's a team that's beaten Arsenal, our opposition today. It's a team that's beaten Manchester United in the final. Obviously, it's a team that we're going into stronger, and we should be able to win with a stronger team. But listen, we shouldn't be taking them lightly, people. Do you know what I mean? We need to make sure we go out there and secure the bag. I'm definitely trying to see a win. It would be lovely if this team could get off to a great start. How many times have we gone into a season and we've maybe been even in a Community Shield final and we've lost that? And not saying that the Community Shield is important, but it's nice to have some sort of celebration as the season starts. It's nice. It's better to win than to lose. You know what I mean? It's always good to start the season on a good footing. So if we can win the Super Cup before the Premier League season even kicks off, the guys get another medal, they lift another trophy, get some confidence back into the boys. Welcome back to Chelsea after your Euros. Jorginho's already got the medal. Emerson's got the medal. How long he'll be here, we don't know. But you know what I mean? It's good to get those vibes going early on. The winner's mentality. We go out to win everything. Win everything. Doesn't matter if it's a big trophy, minor trophy, major trophy. You go out and you try and win everything. So that's the mentality that we need to instill in these players. It's a very young group. I've said it before. I always said the first trophy for me was critical, and I was hoping it was going to be FA Cup under Lampard. Unfortunately, we fumbled the bag there. We got the Champions League. Who knew the Champions League would be the first trophy this squad win? It's a bit ridiculous. It's the biggest one. Now they've got that winning mentality instilled in them. I've said it so many times on this channel, Joe Cole, I keep using the example. I'll use it until I die. Brother said that the Carabao Cup, or the Carling Cup as it was known back then, was everything for him when they won it under Mourinho in the first season, because it just got the whole team on an upward trajectory and a winning mentality to win again. So for Chelsea, for these young players to get that Champions League trophy, it's huge. And we don't want to be picking up any more runners-up medals. I don't really care what the competition is. Just win. Just win more. So that's hopefully what we're going on to do, people. So we need to go into that Villarreal game with a serious team, take no prisoners, and get the win. Arsenal team's walking out now. They're at the Emirates. This gives me very Emirates Cup vibes. I remember when the Emirates Cup used to be a thing every year, and they used to run that competition. Galatasaray came and spanked their ass with Drogba when he was like 40 years old. That was a good day. But yeah, it feels very Emirates Cup vibes. And redemption. Last time we was at this ground playing this team, we got clapped up. So let's not see that again. And yeah, it's do you know what's great about this preseason in comparison to the others is that all the games got loads of fans. Like, I think Chelsea versus Tottenham in midweek is sold out as well. Obviously, that's where the Champions League trophy is going to be paraded around in front of our dear rivals. So that's going to be beautiful. But also, preseason games, you wouldn't usually expect them to sell out like that. But because everybody hasn't been in the stadiums for a long time, they're selling out like hotcakes, man. So it's good to see. The fans are back this season. And I'm looking forward to it, man. Really, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great season. We just need to make a couple signings and then we'll be ready. But yeah, our team is strong. Rudiger's captain. Rudiger is captain, people. So he's going to be our captain. And obviously, listen, he's come a long way, man. To be wearing that armband is very significant for him because there was a time where he was looking like he was going to leave the club. He still hasn't signed his new contract, so we need to get that sorted as well. But I do think he'll get it signed. But for him to now be leading this group out is, even in a friendly, it's quite significant. It's kind of the equivalent of Xhaka telling Arsenal fans to fuck off, and then he ends up, on a redemption. But he's actually, difference is Rudiger's actually playing well. But Xhaka is getting a new contract apparently, so I'm looking forward to that. I really am looking forward to that. Xhaka, new contract. Bellerin, new contract. Lovely stuff. The benches are big. Saliba's on the Arsenal bench. Is that a mistake? Ryan Nelson. I should have paused it, actually. Maybe I can't go back. Yeah, I can't. I'm screwed. I should have paused it and read out the bench. I don't think I can go back, but it doesn't matter. We're kicking off anyway. But there's big benches. There's a lot of players on the bench for both teams. I think I did see William Saliba. Is that correct, guys, that he's on the bench? Or is that a typo? Is that a mistake from the app? God knows. God knows. The match is $7.99 because it's a charity. It's a charity tournament, I think, or event. So all the games, Chelsea Tottenham will be $7.99. Arsenal versus Tottenham will be $7.99. You catch my drift. But it's for charity, so we can't really go against that, can we? Saliba's on the bench. Yeah, he is. That's mad. Game's kicking off now, people. Really appreciate it, man. Good numbers in here. This is only my second watch along. 750 of you guys in here. Yeah, Arsenal versus Chelsea, pre-season friendly. The stakes are not high, but as far as I'm concerned, with the amount of times I've seen us lose to this team, I wouldn't mind a win. But again, Arsenal have played quite a few friendlies now. And Chelsea, this is only their second one. So fitness-wise, the two teams are not on the same wavelength at all. Arsenal should be way fitter. So I wouldn't be surprised. First opening 10, 15 minutes, Arsenal are a little bit sharper. Maybe they have a bit more of the ball. We've just kicked off now. And they should be bopping the ball about. They should be the sharper team. They should be the ones that maybe, and they're also at home, which I know it doesn't make a massive difference in a friendly, but they still have their crowd and everything. And I think this might be maybe, one of the first times they're playing with their fans. I don't know how their preseason has been going in terms of who they've been playing, but yeah. So this should be Arsenal really for the first 10, 15 minutes. They should be the ones that start the sharpest. Most of these Chelsea players that are playing here, this will be their first preseason game. The German guys, Rudiger, Havertz, Werner, first game back from international duty. Same applies to Mendy as well. His first game, ball given away in midfield and now going in behind. Oh, just intercepted. Arsenal gave away possession there in their half, and Chelsea tried to capitalize with a through ball. And they was almost there. And Chelsea are very good on transition. So this is something to keep an eye on this season, whether we're still as effective in transitions as we were towards the end of the Champions League campaign, because we were brilliant. Real Madrid game in particular, Kante, unbelievable performance. So good in transition, just pinching the ball off people in possession when they start to get careless and absolutely breaking on teams and causing problems. And it's our strength to do so right now. Mateo Kovacic, really buzzing to see him back. I think he's been a bit underrated by the fan base since the Jorginho and Kante partnership struck up. And that's understandable because people tend to, have short memories in football and forget just what a baller Mateo Kovacic is. But he is a really special player, man. And we're lucky to have him in midfield. Really unique traits. Yes, he's not your typical box-to-box in terms of both boxes being the most effective. But when you're playing out at the back with possession, as we are now with the ball, Zuma to Rudiger, Trevor Chaloba's in the heart of that defence. Hudson-Odoi on the left wing-back position, just trying to jockey his way inside. Players like Mateo Kovacic are pivotal for build-up play because you can have a player like him sucker 2 or 3 men in and suddenly turn, and then you've got space for others, and they create space. Someone like Loftus-Cheek will benefit with a Mateo Kovacic because Kovacic will attract players, he'll dribble, he'll attract other players to him, and he'll get himself out of tight situations. And then once he finds Loftus-Cheek, he could have the space to use his legs and use that power to break into Arsenal's half and cause problems. Rudiger on the left now, outside to Hudson-Odoi, left wing back. Interesting to see how he plays there. The only minor, and it's a very minor complaint I have with that going forward in Premier League games, is that we don't have a left-footed centre-back. And Rudiger is very good on the left-hand side, to be fair. Here's Hudson-Odoi on the left-hand side, cutting inside in the box, cutting inside, pulls it back, shot coming in, deflected, and yeah, just retrieved here. Chelsea on the left-hand side. And I think that's offside, yeah, offside by Loftus-Cheek. Really good play from Hudson-Odoi on the left-hand side, cutting in, not making the defender have to make a decision, standing up the defender, taking him on as he was before the injury, and pulling it back for Loftus for a shot. I think that was outside the box. Yeah, just outside the box, that shot. And Loftus-Cheek there trying to get the ball. But it was good play from Hudson-Odoi. And I want to see him taking on more players this season, man. I really do. He needs to be more daring. He needs to just be the old Hudson-Odoi, you know, the guy that was taking on players, that was committing defenders, putting defenders on their backside in the youth levels. Because when he's at his best, Hudson-Odoi is honestly one of the best young wingers out there. There's a reason, I keep saying it, maybe you don't believe me, but there's a reason why Bayern Munich won him. Bayern Munich's scouting and recruitment is top notch. Without that injury and with a manager who has faith in him, you can get something there. Here's Aubameyang in behind, puts it across the box and Mendy intercepts. We just got caught there in behind. Zuma just on the inside, Aubameyang with the ball played in behind to him, and he just made a really good run there on the left-hand channel. And that's the same place that he got us in the FA Cup final under Lampard in the defeat at Wembley. He got us on that left-hand side and obviously got his goal and chipped the goalkeeper. So we need to be careful with Aubameyang. He'll make those runs, very similar runs to what Werner will make. He'll make those runs inside the defender, and if the pass is right, it will split you right open. You won't know whether to look left or right as a defender, whether you go to the ball, whether you stay with the man. Here's Loftus-Cheek in an advanced position. He's going to be the more forward player. What a ball, man. Whoa. Loftus-Cheek with a really good ball. Really good ball, trying to find Timo Werner. I like the idea, Loftus. I like the idea. If he has a good preseason, if he stays in this first team and he has a decent season, people will stop calling him Ruben Loft. Maybe lube them cheeks. Ruben lube them cheeks, innit? That's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get some respect back on our brother's name. So I'm looking forward to this. It was a really good ball, man. It was a really good ball. He saw some space in between the lines and he tried to find Werner. It wasn't far away. Werner's up front, it seems. Kai to the right, Ziyech on the left. Don't know if it's going to stay like that. I was expecting Havertz on the right, Werner on the left, Havertz up front and Ziyech on the right and Werner on the left. Really dangerous ball across the box. Just misses everyone. Tierney with a really good ball across the box, and luckily Mendy, he let it go and it didn't find anyone on the back post. But Arsenal are getting a lot of joy down that left-hand side. There's two opportunities they've created down the left-hand side now. Tierney puts in a really dangerous ball. Really, Lacazette should be getting something on that. Luckily, he doesn't. But that's two times now we've been caught down the left-hand side. So we need to fix that up. That's obviously Zuma and Pulisic's side. And this is what I was saying before the match kicked off. Defensively, I think we'd be able to trust Callum Hudson-Odoi defensively a little bit more than Pulisic. Mendy's just put it out a play of a poor pass out to Zuma. So Arsenal have a throw-in down the left-hand side. You'd be able to trust Pulisic. You'd be able to trust Hudson-Odoi more than Pulisic defensively, people. So that's not really a surprise too much that they're targeting down that side. And then Tierney is levels above Chambers going forward. So that left-hand side is the danger today. Watch that left-hand side, Tierney and Aubameyang versus Pulisic and Zuma, because Pulisic defensively wouldn't be on that level. Lacazette trying to slip the ball through to Pepe, intercepted. Really good play by Mateo Kovacic. And now Ziyech can turn and he doesn't slip the ball through, man. And it was close because Loftus-Cheek was making that burst and he looks like the guy who's going to make those runs forward. He looks like the guy that's going to be looking to break the lines with his strides forward, and Kova's going to sit. And it was very close to Ziyech picking out Loftus-Cheek. And then when Loftus-Cheek's running into space, he's brilliant. And then let's see how his decision-making is now. Arsenal with the ball just outside our box. Really unlucky there. Really unlucky, Ziyech, not to find Loftus-Cheek. That could have been a really good opportunity. I really look forward to that, but it just didn't materialize at all. Tierney down the left-hand side, really decent cross considering it was going out of play. It looked like it was gone, and Callum Hudson-Odoi gets it clear. And they just keep going down the left-hand side. Arsenal are really, really attacking down that left-hand side quite a lot, people, and they're causing us problems because every single time they go down that left-hand side, they carve out an opportunity or they get the ball into the box. We need to shore up that left-hand side. Obviously, that's not the right-hand side we'd expect in Premier League games. Pulisic and Zuma is the combination I'm not expecting to see at all. And Chelsea get it clear. Just a little bit of pinball in the box, but decent defending there. Back out onto the right-hand side again with Chambers. Tries to whip it in, cleared away again. We don't expect to see Zuma and Pulisic as your right-side combo. It's the last thing you'd expect, to be honest. But yeah, you still have to show that you have the positional versatility to play these roles because, again, we could pick up injuries, we could pick up niggles, suspensions. We've got a lot of games this season. We're in multiple competitions. These guys need to show that they can play in these positions. It's not too far-fetched that you might have to deputize in these positions or come off the bench. So that right-hand side for Chelsea right now is a huge weakness. I've seen us get caught there 3 times now. But let's see how the game goes. Maybe people are still rusty. We're still just hitting the 10-minute mark. So, yeah, I said Arsenal would be sharper at the start of this game, so it doesn't really surprise me that they are. Let's see. Rudiger gives it away. Poor pass. And again, we're looking really rusty playing out from the back. Arsenal on the attack here, down the left-hand side. Zuma, really good recovery tackle. And this is what we're talking about with Zuma. This is why you got to have some basic respect on this brother's name. He may not be a modern day centre back playing out from the back in tight spaces and the most progressive passer, but when it comes to out and out defending, if his positioning is correct, he can make a good tackle, and if it's not correct, he's got the pace to get back, and he made a really good slide tackle there. There's not many more that I would trust in a slide tackle than Kurt Zuma. You remember that Palace tackle against Benteke, incredible, and a really good tackle there as well. So if there's anyone that you want on the recovery, it's Kurt Zuma, to be honest. He's a really good guy for that. Chelsea have possession now in Arsenal's half. Kova out to Zuma. Just good one-touch football. Trying to carve out an opportunity outside Arsenal's box. And be interesting to see how Chelsea create from open play today with all the creativity they have on the pitch. We've got 2 wingers. We've got 2 playmakers in Ziyech and Kai, and we've got a runner in Werner. So we've got a lot of creative players on that pitch. You're not going to see more attackers on the pitch for Chelsea than you are today. Usually we've got wing backs, Reece, Chilwell. We've got 2 wingers at wing back and Loftus-Cheek. This is a very, very attacking team for the people watching. If you can see the lineup at the bottom of your screen, very, very attacking team for Chelsea. Here's Ziyech just picking up this left-hand side. Ziyech is playing. So he's in the left pocket, switches the play out to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Really good ball. Sorry, out to Pulisic. Pulisic on the right. I'm used to seeing Callum out there on the right. It's Pulisic today. And they're just bopping it about in Arsenal's half, trying to create an opportunity. Mateo Kovacic now in the middle of the pitch. Just finding Ziyech in that pocket again, but given away. And now Arsenal attack, and they win the ball back. So it looks like Ziyech is in that left-hand side channel, and he's going to be playing there, which is good, I think, because when I see Kai up front and I see Ziyech on the right, they do tend to operate in the same zone. So I think Tuchel's just said to Ziyech today, you're on the left, and you're going to get your crosses into the box. And that's good because you've got some variation because Callum's going to cut inside on his on his right foot, and Ziyech is going to cross. So you've got someone who's going to cross and maybe give you that out-swinging option. And then you've got Hudson-Odoi who's playing left wing back who's going to cut in and cause those issues as well. So you've got quite a lot of variation with the attack on that left-hand side. And then the same on the other side. You've got Pulisic who's right-footed, he's going to try and dribble, and you've got Kai who's left-footed, he's going to cut in on his left foot. So it's quite balanced in that perspective in terms of left-footers and right-footers on the attack. Werner seems to be up front. Trevor Chalobah, looking at him today, middle of that back 3, playing that David Luiz sweeper role. Be good to see how he is. Very good footballer, very good technically, comfortable on the ball. You shouldn't see any madness from him. And he's had a game as well against Bournemouth, so he shouldn't be as rusty as the other ones. Here's Mendy on the ball now. And he launches it. Absolutely launches it looking for Timo Werner. And to be fair, there was something there, but really good goalkeeping from Leno off his line. And I thought for a second Timo Werner might be in behind there, but luckily Leno was on his P's and Q's. I think he is a sweeper keeper by nature, most of those German goalkeepers, after taking after the great Manuel Neuer to Stegen as well. So he showed his sweeper keeping abilities there. Arsenal have possession in their half. 13 minutes gone. Arsenal 0, Chelsea 0. Big up to everybody in the chat. Hope you guys are enjoying. And now out of play. Looks like a really packed Emirates as well. Really packed Emirates. I don't have a timer at the moment, but I will have a timer for the Villarreal game. Just the friendly matches, I haven't got the timer ready. But Villarreal will have everything sorted and ready to go for the season. But 13 minutes gone in this match. And Ziyech just picks it up and he's funneled back into the midfield to start some build-up play, which is nice. Good pass, just about made it from Zuma into Kai. And now Chelsea get going with Loftus-Cheek and Timo Werner. Really good interchange here. Good pass in between the 4 or 5 of them. And now Havertz is in the box looking dangerous and puts it in behind here. Oh, just out is that for a corner? Really last-ditch tackle from El Neni. Really good play from Kai Havertz. Just waited for the right time. Great timing on the pass to find Pulisic, who just made that darting run into the box. He held it, then just slipped it in behind. And El Neni made a last-ditch tackle as Pulisic was trying to cut it back for Timo Werner. But really good football from Chelsea. He's offside, isn't he? Yeah, Pulisic's offside. Only just. And I think the flag's gone up. Yeah, it has gone up. I'm late seeing that. Good play from Chelsea, though. Really good play from Chelsea. Big up to the Twitch gang. You're early on the Twitch. We're building it slowly. Just the second watch along now. August 1st, we start today. And we've got an exclusive interview with a journalist from Football London on Monday at 2 p.m. on the Twitch. So make sure you follow the Twitch. That won't be on YouTube because YouTube will have the roundabout episode going out. So for daily streams, definitely follow the Twitch. And then obviously your weekly shows and your watch-alongs will be on the YouTube, but any of the other streams will be on Twitch. My aim is to get a video and a stream out every day at a minimum. Ziyech just fouled there in the box. Big up to everybody in the chat. 15 minutes gone for me. I'll keep reminding you of the time. 15 minutes gone. Chelsea have the ball in Arsenal's, well, in our half now. Back with Mendy. And it's been a nice game. You know, we can't expect fireworks. It's preseason, people. Players are still getting up to fitness. I've been speaking about player welfare and for a while now. They haven't had many breaks with these tournaments and stuff. So I do feel for them a bit. I think, you know, they need their break. So I'm kind of glad I haven't seen anybody, you know, Mount and Jorginho and all these guys up until now. I'm in favor of these guys getting the longest break they possibly can. I really am. Twitch name is Matisse Armani, same as my Twitter handle and my Instagram handle. Same at. Couldn't do MAH, unfortunately. I think maybe someone's taken it. But we move. But the link for Twitch is in the description as well, if you can't find the app. So bless up. Big up yourselves. I don't think it's available for free anywhere, but I guess the people of the dark web will find that link. Pepe on the right hand side here, linking up. And Chelsea have got the ball back. Loftus-Cheek. Do you know what it is? Werner in behind. We got some space. And if he can make the right decision and get it out, we got loads of... Oh, this is very frustrating. We had a 3v2 there. And Werner's still cutting in on his right foot, but the attack's kind of gone now. Really good opportunity. But here's Pulisic on the right-hand side. Gets the ball into the box, headed away by Arsenal. Yeah, we was very close there. We had a 3v2. Werner running down the left-hand channel. Mendy's had to come out. Game's getting very end-to-end now. Mendy had to come out, sweep a keeper himself and stop Lacazette from running in behind from a long ball from Arsenal's defence. But we were very, very close, people, to having ourselves we had a 3v2 and we just didn't make the right decision, unfortunately. It's difficult for Werner to really find his man there, but I was really hoping he would find the free man in time, but he just couldn't get his feet sorted. And unfortunately, Chelsea's attack ruined. And it's good opportunity there. Really good opportunity. Hudson-Odoi down on the left-hand side now, looking to cut in. He's linking up with Ziyech, now Mateo Kovacic. And Loftus-Cheek, you know, as much as I'm not confident about his future, because I just think there's too many bodies in that team for him to get past, and it's going to take a lot. But I'm really happy to see him, man. Yeah, everybody loves Loftus-Cheek. I'd love to be proven wrong and that he actually does make it. It's just that a lot of players have been acquired in his position over the last few years. It's going to be very difficult for him to dislodge Champions League winners. Even though our attack wasn't the greatest last season, I do expect them to improve. But if he does get into this team, everybody's going to love it, because Loftus-Cheek is literally Cobham's son. he is the guy, you know, for us. He's the weak point for Chelsea fans. So we hope, but it is unlikely. I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm certainly not getting my hopes up. What I'll do is, you know, I won't put any expectations on him, and I'll just hope that, you know, he can do something. But I'm not going to put him on any pressure to do it. I'm not going to build myself up to think that he's going to do something. But he's been good today. He's been really good. Looks sharp. Like I said, he's playing a bit higher than Kova in that pivot. So he's the one that's breaking free, and that's not a surprise at all, because he is the more attacking player out of the two of them. So yeah, this is the rival fans are slagging off Werner, and some Chelsea fans even in the comments as well, not impressed with Werner. Listen, it's a new season, innit? I'm just trying to stay calm. If you guys watched the Champions League final watch along that I did, when it came to Timo Werner in that first half, I was losing my shit. I couldn't believe some of the misses. But Tierney again doing really well, man, on that left-hand side, and gets the ball into the box. Tierney is one hell of a player. I really do rate him. Brilliant at Celtic, in the SPL over there. He can play left side centre back in the 3. He can play left wing back, left back. Really versatile player. Great character as well. Perfect for the Premier League. These Scottish players, the best Scottish players usually do good in the Premier League, because, you know, it's colder up in Scotland anyway. So they're coming down here, and it's like coming down to the south of France for them. But their mentalities in Scotland are really good as well. Really strong. Billy Gilmour as well. They can be quite petite, quite small, but it doesn't matter. They tend to hold their own, and they train hard, and they're hard workers. So yeah, Tierney's a really good player. Really like Tierney. I'd say that's one of Arsenal's best signings over the last few years in terms of just price point, good scouting to spot him as well. Because again, Celtic did produce good players. I'm not sure about their team now. They're going through a bit of a cycle, but they had really good players. Van Dijk came from Celtic as well before Southampton picked him up. And anybody who's watching the Scottish League could have told you Van Dijk was going to be a really top player. He was scoring free kicks for Celtic, playing out from the back, modern day centre back, brilliant on the ball, dominating that league for fun, scoring goals, creating opportunities. And Southampton were smart enough to pick him up. So there is some good talent in Scotland if you can find it. Obviously, we got Billy Gilmour from Rangers. Andrew Robertson at Liverpool came from Dundee United before he went to Hull City. And a few others as well. Dembele, obviously, we know the striker. He's at Atletico Madrid, I think now. Didn't have the greatest time at Lyon. Here's Chelsea breaking forward, and that's a foul. Yeah, that's a free kick. Scott Brown. Scott Brown's... that brother been there all day, man. He'd been there. Scott Brown, for me, is the Scottish Roy Keane. You know what I mean? And if you watch Scottish football, then you know what I mean, innit? He's just shithouse. Proper shithouse, Scott Brown. But you got to love it. But Celtic used to be great back in the day. They used to beat AC Milan at home, Barcelona at home, Champions League group stages. Celtic Park was rocking, man. So it's a shame to see them falling. But to be fair, they've won 9 leagues in a row. I think they can get by with losing a couple to Rangers. Here's Hudson-Odoi on the left-hand side. What am I expecting from Ziyech this season? From me personally, Ziyech, well, listen, I think he needs to, I've said it before, I think he needs to have a big season, you know, because he's in his prime. I think he's about 28 years old, 27, 28. He was signed for around 34 million. So it's not like as if he's under huge pressure with the price tag. But that's not always something that goes in your favor at Chelsea. If you didn't cost a lot of money, that means recouping that money is not going to be difficult. If you cost a lot, the board actually tend to be more patient if you're not doing well because they want their money back. Kepa is a great example. Morata, another example of players that actually are afforded more time because they cost a lot, because Mourinho is quite stubborn. Mourinho will have absolutely no problem getting her money back on Ziyech if he does not perform this season. So that's why I say Ziyech is under a lot of pressure, because he is of that age where he's expected to deliver now. So he's going to have to deliver this season and be better. He had a lot of issues last season, couple of injuries, very in and out the team, 2 different managers as well. And the reason why I say that is because the formation switch up really didn't help him. He's never really played that formation. So yeah, but this season, there's no excuse, I'm afraid. He's going to have to be a lot better. So he showed us glimpses though. So I'm looking forward to it. He showed us glimpses of quality. He scored against Manchester City in the Cup, scored against Atletico Madrid, had a really good run in Lampard's point where we were top of the table, but it was against the likes of Sheffield United and Krasnodar. Here's Ziyech with the corner now, in swinging and cleared away, headed back into the box, and now taken down. And I thought we were going to have an opportunity there, I think from Rudiger. Tried to chest it down, but I believe he's offside. It looked like Chelsea were going to carve out an opportunity there on the rebound, but unfortunately not the case. Ziyech with the out-swinging corner headed away, and it was headed back into the box, but Rudiger is slightly offside. The linesman got that correct. So yeah, big season for all of our attackers, because they've all been shite. If I'm being honest, none of them hit the heights they were meant to last season. When Jorginho is your top scorer, I don't think I can tell you any of our attackers were good last season. So there it is. It's big seasons for all of them. But I do think Ziyech will have a good season. I do. He hasn't got the injury issue that he had last season, so he's coming in this one fit. So I'm hoping that he's going to have a good season. It's just all about whether he takes to the system. He's playing in a system that doesn't really suit him the best. But in saying that, you should still be able to give us something. Chelsea playing out from the back now. Rudiger really is getting that left-hand side. Yeah, Rudiger at the left side centre-back spot is making that spot his own, man. Like, you can tell he's just so comfortable out there. Even though he's not left-footed, he's really comfortable. Obviously, you guys know I want someone left-footed to back him up. I was hoping for Mark Guehi. It seems like it's going to be Malong Sarr. But yeah, man, you just really hope that Rudiger signs that new contract. He's been brilliant. Aubameyang cutting inside here, Arsenal, and just cleared away. 25-minute mark. And Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0, 25 minutes gone. And trying to play out from the back now. Here come Chelsea. Hopefully, if we can have a little break. And the ball's sprung out here. Timo Werner, and it's a 2v1. And Timo Werner's down the left-hand side. And he finds... Oh, it's 1-0. It's a goal. And it's a fantastic finish for Chelsea. Kai Havertz on his right foot. Come on. Brilliant finish from Kai Havertz. What a goal. That's a fantastic finish. And we were just speaking about it prior to that chance, is that, Werner had a 3v2 and he couldn't quite find his German companion. But this time he does. It's a 2v1. Arsenal piling players forward and they didn't leave too many back. Werner finds Havertz, right foot, top corner, near post. Beautiful finish. Reminds me of Joe Cole against Manchester United, if you guys remember that goal. Brilliant finish, just in terms of the finish, not the actual whole goal. He obviously dribbled around quite a few players to finish, but Joe Cole against Man United, near post. I love those finishes, man. Backlift, Aguero-type finish, just really good goal. Hopefully Roman Abramovich isn't watching this and doesn't say to himself, we don't really need a striker. But what a finish from Kai. And he's playing on the right. So again, you can still put that striker up front and put Kai on the right inside forward channel where Mount was playing last season. What a finish from Kai, man. I'm really liking that finish. I'm still not over it. What a finish. Just laced it in the top corner. And if we don't sign a striker, he's going to be the guy up front for me, or Werner just off of him. And yeah, man, that finish was sexy. What a finish, man. What a finish. Really enjoyed that. 27 minutes gone for me. What a finish. I really enjoyed that finish. It's a great finish. It really was. Just really good connection on the ball. And he's not right-footed, so I wasn't expecting that type of finish. You know, I know he's very composed, very calm. So I always knew that, yeah, he's gonna have a good effort here. But wow, wasn't expecting that rocket. And here's come Arsenal now on the attack. And Chelsea they tried to get the ball back. It's clear. Well, I don't know what the hell that was. I think Tierney's just hoofed it out. Or maybe I'm not sure who that was. But yeah, let me just update. That was a really good goal. Really enjoyed that, man. Really enjoyed that. 1-0. And it's Kai Havertz with the goal. Chelsea. And I'll put it in brackets. Really, really lovely finish from him. And yeah, Chelsea take the lead in this friendly. And just love the finish, man. And here come Chelsea again with Timo Werner down the left-hand side. Still Timo Werner. Ooh. Went for the near post. I would not have advised it. I remember him doing similar in the Champions League, but he did strike it with his left foot and he went for the near post against Man City and it hit the side netting. Surprised he didn't go with his left, man. Should have went with his left foot. He went with his right, tried to do the outside of the right foot. It was never really on. Should have just went with his left and tried to drag it across the goal. Leno had his angles covered and he just was never really gonna score with that type of effort. Needed to go with his left foot. At least if you go with your left foot across the goal and the keeper makes a save and it comes out, maybe Kai Havertz is getting on the end of that and he's stabbing that home. But when you go near post, it's got to be, you know, a Kai Havertz type finish. It's got to be an Aguero backlift. You got to really smack that shit into the top corner because if you don't, keeper more time, competent goalkeepers getting that, or it's going wide. You're definitely narrowing down your angles with a strategy like that, going near post, especially on your weaker foot. You know, well, he didn't want to go with his left foot, but to go outside the right boot, you may as well be weak foot. You know what I mean? Outside the right boot is not the strongest. It's not the strongest, most bulletproof version of finishing that we've seen. Interesting to see how Aubameyang does this season. We'll talk about Arsenal for a bit as well, because Aubameyang didn't have a great season last year. Very awful season by his standards. And he had a few issues, you know, turned up late to the game against Tottenham. I think he was late to training one time as well. Some professionalism issues, and he's obviously captain. So big season for Aubameyang, especially after signing that new contract. So a lot of money. It will be interesting to see if he returns to his previous best, which was chasing golden boots. A lot of attackers last season flattered to deceive. And this is what I'm talking about. If you guys seen that, Kova, well, we've just given the ball away now, so it's not a great time to talk about it, but just off the post, Jesus Christ. And then it was just given away by Chelsea on the edge of their area, and Arsenal hit the post with a really good effort. I think it was Smith Rowe on his left foot. And yeah, Chelsea come forward now with Timo Werner on the left, and I think he's just jockeying the defender. Timo Werner on the left-hand side gets the ball in. Saved by the goalkeeper. But yeah, for a moment there, Kova's press-resistant self got out of danger and released Loftus-Cheek, which is exactly what I was talking about earlier. If Loftus-Cheek can hang about just off the cuff of Kova, which is what Kante did in the Champions League, just off the cuff of Jorginho in that second phase, waiting for the ball to be sprung in between the lines to him. If Loftus-Cheek can play that Kante role and Kova does what Jorginho does, then you've got something there. It's just off the ball I worry about Kovacic a bit more because he's not a sitter. But on the ball, then you have a decent link up there. I'm interested to see. Yeah, I mean, Mane, even Sadio Mane, again, another really good attacker, didn't have a great season last season. So maybe there's something in the air. I don't know if there's something in the air, in the oxygen. A lot of attackers last season in the Premier League just didn't do their thing. You look at who finished top scorer, you know, you're missing a lot of names. So maybe it's just something in the atmosphere, something in the air, some stench in the air, stopping the attackers from doing their thing, because a lot of them were stinking up the place last season. Obviously, AFCON is in late January, February, so Mane and Aubameyang is going to be at that. So they'd want to be playing well, on good form going into that tournament with their countries. Maybe it's the crowd. Maybe it is the crowd. For footballers that their entire career since youth level, where the crowds are obviously not really existent, they've been playing some of these players have been playing in front of crowds for 10 years straight, and then just no crowds, just no noise might have fucked them up. You know what I mean? Like, honest to God, no crowd might have just screwed them over mentally. They might be like, whoa, this is not what I signed up for. Might have done something to them. I don't know. I really don't know. But when you play in front of crowds and an atmosphere for 10 years straight, like Aubameyang and Mane, and then you just get no crowd all of a sudden, it's just dead silent, that might affect you mentally. It was a good shot, man. It was a really good shot. I think it was from Smith Rowe on his left. And it just come off the post and out, down to Mendy's left. Yeah. Smith Rowe is a really, really good talent though, isn't he? A lot of pressure on him this season wearing that number 10 shirt. But to be fair, considering Ozil was wearing it and he wasn't even on the pitch most of the time towards the end of his Arsenal career because of all the politics and whatnot, then Smith Rowe's not exactly got the... It's not what it used to be with Dennis Bergkamp, is it? So he can grow into the shirt. There shouldn't be too much pressure on him, really. Partey's gone down with a knock, so the ball's been kicked out of play. 34 minutes gone. Arsenal 0, Chelsea 1. Goal courtesy of Kai Havertz. Right foot, ruthless finish into the top corner at Leno's near post. Well, kind of near post. I mean, it was quite straight ahead, but didn't go across the goalkeeper anyway. And assist from Timo Werner in a 2v1 situation on the break. Again, Chelsea in transition doing very well there. Pulisic at right wing back. I mean, going forward, he's been involved in a few moves, but defensively, I wouldn't want to see this long term, as I've said earlier. But I would prefer Hudson-Odoi on the left. If we had no wing backs and you was picking wing backs, then you'd have it this way around. You wouldn't put Pulisic on the left. Partey has had a really difficult start to his Arsenal career last season with all these injuries. Great player at Atletico Madrid, box-to-box midfielder, world-class level he was playing at Atletico. And it's very unfortunate for him that as soon as he leaves Atletico for Arsenal, Atletico go to win the league and he's sitting in 8th place with injuries. Playing next to Granit Xhaka, bless his heart. Oh, man. It's been really unfortunate for Partey. Because he's a really good player. Really good player. But goal being replayed now. Brilliant finish. Look at that. Love that. Fifth stand doing the job. Look at the fifth stand. Look at them go with the angles. They slowed it down. They paused it. They rotated. They did a FIFA thing there. I loved it. I loved it. Big up the fifth stand app for replaying the goal and doing the most. Tuchel was giving Hudson-Odoi instructions there while Partey was getting treatment. Things we love to see. And he really does, like I said to you, all summer, people. And this is why I maintained that Hudson-Odoi was not leaving this club. You just see the investment between him and Tuchel. You can just see it. Like, Tuchel is really, really invested in Hudson-Odoi. You don't give a player that many instructions and detailed talks on the pitch so publicly. And then even hooking him off against Southampton, even though, at the time I thought it was a bit harsh, it just goes to show that he really is trying to get something out of Hudson-Odoi. You don't do that with a player that you don't really care about. Do you know what I mean? You don't give all of this instructions and this detail and this, on the field emotion after the games unless you really want to get something out of that player. And even hooking him off, he clearly just wanted to send a message to him. Do you know what I mean? But he's clearly dedicated to getting something out of him. So I don't think as I kept saying, he won't be going anywhere this summer when all those stupid rumors were coming out of him being involved in swap deals and shit. That was never going to happen. Never going to happen. Big up to 575 people watching, man. I'm pleasantly blown away, to be honest. I didn't expect this many people to be watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying. Like I said, I'm very new to the watch-along game, so I don't really know if I'm doing a good job, but hopefully you guys are enjoying. I don't know if they do commentary for these things or they just react. I don't know what they do. I'm on the 37-minute mark. Chelsea have possession inside Arsenal's half. They're just playing one-touch football, two-touch football now. And just, it's good to conserve your energy at a time like this. Again, pre-season, a lot of guys are coming back from international. It's the first time that they've really actually, played a game. It's good for them to get, just get some fitness into them. But they're going to be tired. They're going to be tired. Some of them have been on holiday, maybe having a few cakes, having a few beers. You never know. Hopefully not. Hopefully they've been maintaining themselves and looking after themselves. We know Eden Hazard was always famous for a good... Oh, I didn't get to see that. Great shot from Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi cutting on that left-hand side, cutting, and a good shot. Tried to curl it into the far corner, but it wasn't too close. We know Eden Hazard was famous for a donut and a cake off season. So hopefully these brothers are looking after themselves. I'll definitely get a timer and a scoreboard, 100%. Yeah, I know, definitely. We'll definitely get that sorted for the Villarreal game. Tottenham game, bear with me, and then Villarreal will get that all sorted and it will look like a proper watch along. And then we'll be set to go. I just need to set up OBS. Xhaka coming on for Partey, so he's coming off injured. That's a shame. Big shame. Never really liked seeing players. I'm not one to cheer injuries. You saw me for De Bruyne in the Champions League final. That was heartbreaking for him. And for Partey, it's a shame again because he just start his Arsenal career. Again, top player, but these injuries are killing him. And he didn't have injury issues at Atletico Madrid. So I don't know what's happened since he's got to Arsenal. Different recovery. There's a lot of little details that go into these things at the top level, different recovery, sports science and different medics and strategies. I don't know, but on how to recover after games, I really don't know what's happened because he's just picking up these injuries too often. He's a great player, but you got to be fit, man. You got to be fit. It's a shame for Arsenal because he's exactly what they needed in that midfield, but they haven't really been able to utilize and get the best out of him since he's joined. So on comes Xhaka, who's very good for Switzerland in the Euros. Incredible against France, playing like prime Zidane. Granit Xhaka for Switzerland, but he was meant to move to Roma. Ball comes across. Oh, Mendy, good communication there. You can tell from, I think, Trevor Chalobah and Mendy, because that ball was looking dangerous. It looked like there was going to be a miscommunication and someone was going to get a touch. Let's just watch this again. Aubameyang making those runs. Again, always that left-hand channel Chelsea are getting caught in. Those runs from Aubameyang just inside the defender. You as the centre-back will take up your position, but Aubameyang will make those runs from out to in. And as long as the ball is right, causes issues because you don't know whether to watch Aubameyang or to watch the ball. And it's difficult because he's so quick and he's running at an angle. So he's always going to be onside. And then, he's running at an angle. He's going to be onside. And then from that moment, you just don't really know where you're meant to be as a defender. When he's at his best, he's difficult to deal with off that left-hand side. I've never really understood the obsession with him playing up front. I think Aubameyang strikes me as someone similar to Werner, that you just want just floating in and around that left-hand channel. Ooh! Ooh, that was a good shot, man. That was a good shot. Off the post again. Second time that someone's hit the framework. This time it's from Ziyech, I think. Off the post. Or was it Kova? It wasn't Kova, surely. Kova doesn't shoot. And surely not with his left foot either. I don't know why the camera's panned to him. I think it was Ziyech. Yeah, it was Ziyech off on his left foot. Just outside the box. Again, Timo Werner setting up the chance. Bang! Off the post. And it's unfortunate that Kai wasn't just in front of the defender. He could have had a tap-in. 1-0 to Chelsea. 1-0 just at the bottom of the screen there. And goal for Kai Havertz. The G symbol just next to his name along the bottom of your screen now. So 1-0, goal for Kai Havertz. The only thing I don't have up is a timer, but I'll have all the other stuff up in the banner below, just scrolling at the bottom of the screen. 42 minutes gone. Arsenal versus Chelsea. 1-0. Kai Havertz with a really good goal. If you've missed a goal and you're a neutral and you just want to see a goal, watch it back. Great finish. If you're a Chelsea fan, definitely watch it back. It's a great finish from Kai Havertz. That's a foul. Super chat coming in here. Much appreciated. Are you surprised Chelsea aren't looking at Lautaro Martinez? In my opinion, he would suit the Tuchel system and be easier to get than Haaland and Kane and Lukaku. Well, it looks like Lautaro Martinez might potentially be up for sale. It seems like Inter Milan still need to recruit funds. They're not willing to get rid of Lukaku, and understandably so. He's their main attacker. He's irreplaceable for them, untouchable, as they say. And he's the one that scored the bulk of their goals. They could replace Lautaro, although it would be a big miss for them as well. The only issue I have with Lautaro Martinez is, for me, he screams a second striker in terms of just playing off a big name. I wouldn't play him as the main man up front. I don't know if I could trust him to play that role. He might be able to do it, but I haven't seen him do it too much. You know, Lukaku's the focal point that you play off, and Lautaro kind of floats around him and does that. And does it well, does it really well. But I would have taken Lautaro instead of Timo Werner. But to have two of them that are not really out and out, I don't know. You can get away with playing a forward line in the modern game without an out-and-out striker. You know, we've seen it a lot of times, false nines, Pep. But I would prefer a proper number 9 up front to complement Timo Werner, to complement Kai, so Ziyech has someone to hit on his crosses. Just someone, you know what I mean, a little bit more imposing up front, a little bit more of a target man, a little bit more of a proper number 9, like an Erling Haaland or Lukaku or Kane. Proper focal point to work off. Because sometimes I feel like if you have too many of these busy bees, and yeah, they're all interchanging and they're moving about, but sometimes you just want that focal point that stays in the box and guarantees you 20, 25 goals a season. And I think that's what we need. We've got loads of players that float and interchange and take nice, cute touches. And, you know, we've got a lot of those type of players already. I need a gunman. And respectfully, Lautaro is not a gunman yet. He could be. Not yet, though. Not yet. Would I keep Chalobah as a rotational option? He's been impressive, man. Yeah, I mean, I like him. I'm not surprised he's been good. He had a really good season at Lorient in France. Really good season. Played a multitude of positions. He played centre mid. He played holding midfielder in different formations. 3 at the back he played in as well. Sometimes they played 4 at the back and he played in midfield. So he's very positionally versatile. Loftus-Cheek just picking up the ball now to Pulisic on the right. Cutting in, step overs, puts it into the box, overhit, Arsenal clear. Trevor Chalobah is very positionally versatile, very good technically, good on the ball, as most Chelsea defenders are coming up through the youth system. So you wouldn't have a problem there. But him staying, I just don't know if it would be beneficial for him, because I don't know where the game time is going to come from. If Chelsea are going to sign Koundé and they have Azpilicueta and they have Reece James who can play in that role, and then on the left, they've got Rudiger and Thiago Silva in the middle and Christensen in the middle. And Malong Sarr, again, another player that I don't really know if we're going to be able to offload. And he might be depth in that left-hand side of the defense. I just don't think we need Chalobah to stay. I think he'd be better getting minutes elsewhere. Here's Hudson-Odoi cutting inside. Really good run. Oh! That is what you love to see from Callum Hudson-Odoi. That was glimpses of pre-season under Sarri when he blitzed up Bellerin and had him on corn. Look at that. Cuts inside, tears up the defender. That was lovely to see, man. Flat-footed defender, and then he smashes it against the goalkeeper, Leno. Good save from Leno, to be fair. Really good save from Leno. And it went over the bar for a corner. That's what you want to see from Hudson-Odoi. I need to see him taking on players. I need to see him taking on players. I need to see him going 1v1, committing defenders, half-time now, and being that attacking dynamic winger that he was before the injury. That was beautiful. That was great to watch. We don't get to see it very often with Hudson-Odoi because I think, it was well reported that he had to change his running technique after the injury. And he's, the injuries that he picked up and Loftus-Cheek, they're different, but they're huge injuries. They usually take quite a few years to get over for anyone who's had that injury before. So it's not surprising it's taken him this long. But I really hope for Hudson-Odoi, this is the season where he really starts to have that confidence again to go at players. Because 1v1, people mock me for saying he's a 1v1 demon. But when Hudson-Odoi, like Toby on the Toby tapping Tobes, people will mock me. But if you've watched him in the youth, he was a demon in the youth. So, and then he had the injury. So I think, if he gets back to the level where, he's over the injury, you're going to see him do that 1v1 again, and it's going to be brilliant. Half-time, Savage Dan in the studio talking with Pat Nevlin, I think Savage Dan, big up to Savage Dan. If that's I think it's Pat Nevlin. Yeah. 2 guys that we've had on the channel, man. Blessings. This is what I'm talking about, man. Great to see. 2 guys that we've had on the channel. We've had Savage Dan on, part of Filthy Fellas, great guy, funny as hell, got a football analogy for everything. So big up to Savage Dan. He's in the studio. And Pat Nevlin as well, Chelsea legend. We had him on the channel as well. Great guy to talk to. Number 7 for Chelsea, former winger. Looking to have those guys back on in the future, man. Great guys. So yeah, good half, man. Good half. Highlights coming up on the screen now. Kai, really, really, really good finish from Kai. Really enjoyed it. I think they're playing it back up on the screen now. It's Timo Werner on the left-hand side. And yeah, man, Kai just with a deadly finish in the top corner. Unreal. It's just beautiful, beautiful finish. Brilliant finish. Really, really good finish. Sancho 1v1 better than Hudson-Odoi. Don't bug out. Yeah, look, they're both South London boys, isn't it? So of course Sancho's going to be good 1v1. They're cage footballers. They grew up round near me, really. They're we call them cage footballers. Always looking to go at people and take people on 1v1. So that doesn't surprise me that he's good at. Yeah, of course Sancho's good 1v1 as well. I'm not really bothered about who's better. I just know Hudson-Odoi 1v1 is a lot better than what people have seen over the last year and a bit, year or 2 years, because I know when he was coming up through the youth team, he was blitzing, man. Absolutely blitzing, man. But that weak foot finish from Kai was incredible. Really, really underrated finish. People are comparing him to Berbatov. Berbatov was an incredible player, man. He really was. Took the game at his own pace, like Kai does. Nonchalant, and just effortless quality. Just glided around the pitch, outside the right boot, spraying passes about. That goal that he scored for Manchester United against Blackburn, if you guys will remember it, started the move in his own half near left back with Patrice Evra. Lovely back heel. And then switched the play outside the right boot to Nani. And then just jogged, timed his run, took his time. Just eased his way into the box, stood outside, waited for Nani to pull it back, and then deadly finish into the roof of the net. And, just class, just exude class. And he's brilliant at Tottenham as well. Really, really good player at Tottenham as well. Brilliant player at Tottenham. But yeah, first half, Chalobah looking good for his age as well in that middle of the centre back, 3-man centre back pairing that he's in. Loftus-Cheek has been really good. I've really enjoyed watching him and Cover in midfield. He's been breaking out a few times and looking to break lines and stretch the defence. And then you've got Hudson-Odoi, who I think's really been good on that left-hand side as well. He's caused a few problems. He's cut inside, taken a couple shots. One saved by Leno, one blitzed over the bar, just trying to curl it into that far corner. That's the only thing for me that Hudson-Odoi needs to consistently get better at if he's going to play consistently at left wing in the front three this season, is just shooting. When he cuts in, it's just got to be more assertive. But he is still only 20 years old, so you'd expect that to become more polished as the season goes on. If he gets his finishing If he gets his finishing sorted, where he can put the ball in the back of the net consistently, then Hudson-Odoi could easily take that left wing position. But you have to add that finishing element. You have to, because if you don't, then there's always going to be something to knock you on. There's always going to be a reason why, okay, this is why he's not on the pitch, because he doesn't get enough goals. When you're playing left wing, your output has to be top notch, especially if you're a right-footed left winger. In the modern game, left-footed, right-footed left winger, you got to be getting goals. So that's the area of his game he's got to improve on. But he's been very sharp, very, very dangerous. Timo Werner, I know people are cussing him because he's been missing opportunities. But when Timo Werner's on the pitch, we do create more chances. And he's created a good opportunity for Ziyech, who hit the post. He got the assist for Kai Havertz's goal. And he's created a few other opportunities for himself as well, which he didn't take. One hit in the near post and a few other ones as well. So Timo Werner just needs to, again, sort out his finishing. Because if he sorts out his finishing, then we're having a party. Because he creates opportunities and he creates space for others. So Ziyech has been really good as well. Enjoyed him. Kai's been good. He got himself a goal. So I'm quite happy with the attack so far. Obviously we're not clinical enough, which was our issue the whole of last season. But outside of that, minor issue of not being clinical once again. But first game in preseason for a lot of them. I'm not gonna judge them on ruthlessness too much right now. If they're still like this now when the season starts, then we're gonna have a problem. But then it's a different situation. But right now, it's the attack's doing its job. They just need to be a bit more clinical. Amdu the GOAT is saying, let me pull up let me see here. I think he's saying that Werner's a pace merchant. Cone man. Look, he could be a pace merchant all he wants, but we don't have anybody else that's as quick as him. So it's a good weapon to have. There's nothing. I don't have a problem if you got pace and you're using it. That's great. That's a weapon, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Obviously, without his pace, there would be a problem. But he has his pace, so use the pace. As long as you know how to use your pace, and Werner knows how to use his pace, he gets himself into dangerous positions. It's the end product that's the problem. I ain't got no problem with brother being a pace merchant. That's cool. I need every team needs someone that's got a bit of pace. Look at the England team, for instance. Everybody wanted to play Grealish, Foden, Kane, Mount, or they wanted just players to come to the ball. But in the end, it was Sterling who would break the lines and make off the ball runs that was needed in that team. You need variety in your team. There's no point having players that can pick out a pass and players that love to get on the ball, but then you don't have any runners. Imagine, says Fabregas would have a field day because he needed runners. If you've got runners and you've got people that can pick out a pass, it's the perfect combination. One thing you don't want is nobody who's willing to run and everybody just wants the ball to feet. Because if everybody wants the ball to feet and there's no runners, then you just end up playing in front of the defense and you don't stretch teams. So you always need a runner in the team. So I don't really want to use pace merchant as a way of degrading him, like as if it's a problem. It's great that he has the pace. The issue is that he's not finishing the chances. If we get a striker, where do I want to see Havertz play? Just as long as he's in the front three, I think he'll be dangerous, because he's too technical for me not to be dangerous on any part of that front three. At Bayer Leverkusen, before he left, he played in a multitude of positions. He played right wing, he played 10, he played false 9. So Kai Havertz is positionally versatile because he just floats anyway. So he's playing his own free role. So when players play a free role, they pop up in loads of different positions anyway. So I wouldn't really mind what part of the front three he's in, but I'd have him just off the striker. Yeah, I'd have him in one of the positions just off the striker. So either on the left or the right, probably preferably on the right, cutting in on his left. And maybe, whoever's going to take that left position, they take it. But yeah, he played just behind the forward. You have Mount, and so I was wondering where is the best place to get the best out of him. Yeah, I mean, I think it's difficult because I think at the moment, in terms of if we was to get a striker, we've got a lot of options in that area. We've got Mason Mount, like you said. We've got Timo Werner, who would have to play off the striker as well. You've got Kai, so that's already 3 people for 2 positions. And then you've got Ziyech and you've got Pulisic. So that's a lot of players. And I keep reminding Chelsea fans, we've got a lot of players in that position if we get the striker, which is why I've always said if Hudson-Odoi is not at left wing in that front three, you'd add him to that as well. That's like nearly 6-7 players. And then Loftus-Cheek as well is another person that would probably benefit from being up there. So that's why for me, you've got to have another position in your armor, in your arsenal, and that's right wing back. So we've got to find the right balance, 100%, man, 100%. Maybe Ruben can play in this pivot. It's not something I would have expected, because I think to play in the pivot, usually you need quite a lot of defensive discipline and awareness and know your surroundings. I don't know if Ruben's ready for that responsibility defensively off the ball to take up positions. And it's not just about tackling and diving into challenges, because duels, Ruben will be quite good at winning duels. You'd expect aerial duels, physical battles. He'll be good at winning that because he's a very imposing guy. But I'm talking about knowing what's around you. If a De Bruyne or someone like that is in your vicinity, can you pick them up and mark them if you have to? That's where the issue comes with Ruben. But to be fair, you don't have to play him in those games in this pivot. Maybe the home games against Burnley, against Brighton, where you want a little bit more of an attacking threat in that midfield, you can play Ruben in that pivot next to maybe a Jorginho, and you've got maybe the legs. If he's physically fit and he's ready to go, then you've got someone who's going to give you some box to box Kante energy-ish, but it's not going to be Kante, but it's going to be as close as we can get with those options. And you've got some energy going back and forth. Mason Mount would help. This is why Mason Mount's quite critical in this team, because he's the one attacking midfielder in that front three that can funnel back into the pivot and make it a three-man midfield. You saw it against Real Madrid to match up against Casemiro, Kroos and Modric. And you've seen it against Manchester City to match up with Fernandinho, De Bruyne and whoever else they play, Gundogan, or whatever example you want to use. You don't want to be outnumbered. And if you go with two and you don't have Mason Mount and you go with just attacking midfielders in the front three, then you can be outnumbered in midfield. You can be outnumbered. So that's why it's so often you see Mason Mount playing and he acts as this half 10, half 8 kind of player, because he's going to be in that front three and going to get in the box and get hopefully some opportunities to score and assist. But he's also going to get back and be in that midfield pivot and make it a 3. So if you're going to play Loftus-Cheek with a Jorginho, then you definitely want a Mason Mount in there to make it a 3. And then it becomes a 3, a 3-5-2 maybe, something like that. With a 3-man midfield with the wing backs pushed up and then the 2-man up front with maybe Kai and Werner up front. So there's a lot of different. Tactically, Chelsea will not be predictable this season, as you can tell. There's a lot of options, people. There's a lot of options. And this is why when people say, the second season, the 3 at the back formation will get found out. Why does no one say that with any other formation? Doesn't make any sense to me. Because even there, I've just explained to you how we can go from a 3-4-3 to a 3-5-2. And we can go from a 3-5-2 very quickly to a 4-2-3-1. Because if you push Hudson-Odoi at right wing back and you've got him on the pitch and you've got a right back like Reece James or Aspilicueta playing right side centre back in a 3, I've always said this, you can shuffle across. You can make it a back 4. Chilwell comes back. Hudson-Odoi pushes up to right wing. And suddenly you've got a 4-2-3-1. So, or 4-4-2. So you've got a lot of options. You can switch formation very easily. You just need players that are positionally versatile, that understand the different roles. So Loftus-Cheek could be a weapon this season. But we'll see how much game time he gets. Ben White seems to be coming on. Let me see what substitutions have been made here at halftime. Ben White's coming on, I think. I've seen a few others warming up as well. So I'm interested to see. Who's coming on. Yeah. Man like drink water. Look at the chat. King drink water. Who's he come on for, people? Is that Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can gauge who's come on for who. Because this is confusing. Look how many changes are being made. Is that Malong Sarr wearing number 4? I think Malong Sarr's come on wearing number 4. Who did Drinkwater come on for? Let's see. There's a lot of changes, man. Drinkwater on for Kova. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's see. Appreciate it. So Drinkwater's on for Kova. So who did Malong Sarr come on for? Is that for Rudiger? Probably, isn't it? Left-hand side of the centre-back position. You'd expect that. You'd probably expect it to be him. Drinkwater. Drinkwater's on. You brothers love Drinkwater, innit? I don't know where this random love fest for Drinkwater's come from. Tammy's on for Werner, is he? Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. Ben White's come on as well. Who's Ben White come on for at Arsenal? Must be for, is it Mari? Mari from Madagascar, is it him? Let's see. Are those the only 2 changes? Well, no, Malong Sarr must be on this pitch. I'm pretty sure I just saw him talking to Hudson-Odoi. Second half's kicked off. Sterling's also coming on. Zappacosta on 2. Shit, bro. How many changes did this brother make? Someone said, who's Ben White? That is Arsenal player, isn't it? I think he's come on for Arsenal. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I saw him. Yeah, Malong Sarr's definitely on. Let me see if I can find. Let's see if I can get ITK on the scene on. I'm using my phone to watch it. Usually I'll be watching this on my TV, but because this is on the Fifth Stand app, I'm just watching it on. Let's see. Game's kicked off, second half now. And Chelsea are playing with the possession now in their half. And I think, I'm just trying to work out the changes. Zuma is still on that pitch. Zappacosta's at right wing back, of course. Zappa the Peacemaker. Oh my goodness. Ben White equals Love Island Lewis Dunk. You man are funny. That's actually funny. That's actually funny because he actually does look like he's from Love Island. Chelsea with the ball here, possession. It's clipped up now. Yeah, Mendy's coming to retrieve that. So Chelsea 1-0 up here against Arsenal. Zappacosta's come on, I think, for Christian Pulisic. I'll make that assumption. Trevor Chaloba's still on the pitch. Malong Sarr, I'm assuming, has come on for Rudiger. Going to make those changes regardless. I got my second phone. Zappacosta's gone down holding his ankle. And he's on the ground now. It's mad that he's still here. Yeah, he's just taken a hit on his ankle there and he's gone down. And Zappacosta goes down to the ground, so he's going to have to get treatment. So Zappacosta's on at right wing back. You've got Malong Sarr, I believe, at left side centre back. And obviously Danny Drinkwater's come on as well in midfield, and Tammy Abraham's come on up front. So I think 4 changes from Chelsea from what I've got so far. Everything else stays the same. It's going to be very interesting. Teams coming up now. So you got Tierney, Xhaka, Lacazette still on. Smith Rowe still on. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang still on. Ben White has come on. Pepe still on. Callum Chambers still on. So I think Ben White's come on for holding. Yep. Mari still on. El Neni still on. So it was Ben White who came on for holding. That was the one change that Arsenal made at halftime. So that was the change I was looking for. So Ben White's on the pitch for Arsenal. Record signing. Well, not record signing, but new signing. 50 million quid from Brighton. So very interesting to see how he plays. Big pressure on him, wearing the number 4, Love Island, Lewis Dunk, as they call him in the chat. And look, very good player, just a little bit overpriced. But if they get the potential out of him and Gabriel this season, then could be a very good partnership. It's got the makings of a good partnership. I like Gabriel when he was at Lille. Very highly rated in terms of young up-and-coming defenders from Brazil. And Ben White, we saw him at Leeds, really good in the championship for Leeds, really good on the ball, and at Brighton as well. I would say Lewis Dunk was better than him, but he has potential. He's young. We'll see. It's not the worst. I've seen worse at Arsenal, put it like that. Arsenal coming forward. Nicolas Pepe. Ooh, shit. Woo! Nicolas Pepe. He thought he was trying to do something. Pepe with the paprika. Where's he on, fam? Look at this. He scuffed it right foot, but across the goal. And Mendy was just standing there, like, just watching it. That was mad. Pepe wanted to do a madness there. He wanted to do a madness. So, yeah. Arsenal have a corner. And let's see. Pepe is taking the corner, swinging it in for Arsenal. And headed out or punched out by Chelsea. Sun must have been in Mendy's eyes there. Not easy. And Pepe's looking active in the second half. I'm not going to lie. He's onto it. Picked up the loose ball there and gets Arsenal back in possession. Pepe's looking lively in the second half. Looking to do some things. But yeah, Ben White's probably going to have to lead that defense. I'll be interested. I've mentioned it before. I'm interested to see if there's going to be a communication issue with him and Gabriel. I don't think Gabriel speaks English, but again, it'll be interesting to see. Chelsea's team: Mendy, Malong Sarr, Pulisic. They're just going through numbers now in the fifth stand-up. Abraham, Loftus-Cheek, Dujon Sterling, Danny Drinkwater, Hudson-Odoi, Hakeem Ziyech, and Trevor Chalobah, and Davison Zappacosta. So that means, that Sterling came on for Hudson-Odoi, was it? Who did he come on for? For Havertz. So who's gone? So Sterling's gone to left wing back. Is that the right assumption to make? Because Havertz is not on this pitch anymore, is he? So it must be Dujon Sterling to left wing back, which will be interesting. He's right-footed. It's interested to see him over there. Sterling was good in the Bournemouth game. I'm interested to see. How he does. Is that correct, everybody in the chat? Is it? No, he's at right side centre back. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. So, okay. Oh, he came in for Zuma. I was very confused there. So Havertz is still on. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Sterling's a big guy, man. He's looking bigger than Zuma. What the hell? A big ass guy. He's a youngster. You'd expect him to be a little bit on the frail side, but nah, bro. These brothers all be hitting gym early doors. And let's see now. Oh, that's an absolute mess back there for Arsenal. They managed to retrieve the ball. Yeah, they managed to retrieve the ball in the end. And Arsenal here with the ball now, switching the play in behind, and that could have been a foul, but I don't think, is the referee going to give that? I think he's given the foul, hasn't he, on Aubameyang? And that, if it's not a friendly, I don't know if that's a red card. Is it in the last man? What's he given here? He's given a free kick for Arsenal, and in normal matches that could be a red card because he's the last man. Zappa, body checked him. You're taking a risk. Doing that. I must say, you are taking a risk. I thought he just body checked him there, looking like he's gonna give away a red. Well, it's a friendly, so I guess he's not gonna red card him. But that's a mad Mad situation he's put himself in there. Free kick, and Pepe and Lacazette are hovering over the ball. 54 minutes gone for me. And I'm interested to see now who takes this and how they maneuver around this situation. But that was a risky play for us. Broja is in the development squad, so that's why he's not in today's squad. And it's a bit of a shame, I guess, because he's been in good form. He's been in good form, and that was just wide there from Lacazette. Good save from Mendy, and he's in good form. He scored some goals. Lacazette with the free kick, kind of straight at Mendy. Yeah, it was an easy save for him, palming it to the left-hand side of his goal, out for a corner kick. But yeah, corner now for Arsenal. 55 minutes gone. But Broja's with the development squad. I think he scored today as well for the development squad. But I wouldn't take that as a sign that he's going out on loan or anything. I wouldn't read too much into it. I just think there's too many players currently at Chelsea. This is what happens when you don't get rid of the dead wood. You just got too many players. And he's not going to send a senior player to the under-23s because that might be a bit disrespectful for them. So he had to send Broja. I think we've still got Batshuayi here. Obviously, Abraham has not been sold yet either. And, we're reeling off names like Drinkwater, Zappacosta are also still here as well. You can only have so many people in the squad. So, was it yesterday? Yeah, okay. Pepe with the corner. Ball comes in. Cleared away. Arsenal have possession just in our half. And they're looking for the equaliser. Pepe with the ball in. And cleared again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Chelsea have back possession now, playing out of our half. Zappacosta. Don't know how much we can get for that, brother. Probably 5 million max, but that's someone that we should just be. I'm really shocked he's still here because a move to Italy shouldn't be that difficult for Zappacosta at this point. You would have thought. I think a lot of these players will be running out of contract at the end of this season anyway. So if we don't get rid of them now, they'll be gone at the end of this season. Drinkwater's contract's definitely running out. I'm not sure. Maybe a few others as well. Oh, that could have been an opportunity there, running in behind. Abraham really needs to try and get a goal if he can. Arsenal were potentially interested. This could be your day. This could be your performance to put yourself in the market, because that miss against Bournemouth, if anyone's seen that, then shit. If anybody's seen that miss, then damn, we in trouble. We in trouble with our valuation of him. So he needs to try and get a goal. A lot of criticism in the comments for Ziyech. You guys are not impressed. I said before he joined, sometimes Ziyech will frustrate you. He has got that way about him where he can frustrate you quite a bit with the way that he plays the game and the way that he can carry himself a bit. He can be like that. So he just comes. It's part of the Ziyech package, I'm afraid, people. So, but we have to hope he can do his moments of magic. Here he is on the left-hand side. Ziyech now plays it in. Cuts. Yeah, there's not enough space there to maneuver, unfortunately, for Loftus-Cheek. But I like Loftus-Cheek's been good today. He's been getting himself into some dangerous positions. I think the position actually that he's been playing today kind of does suit him, because it's not too far forward where he's not getting to make his strides and his runs forward, but he's not really as defensive as I expected him to be in this formation, where he's not able to make those runs. So maybe what you'll see from Chelsea when Loftus-Cheek is on the pitch, that one of the wing-backs don't bomb forward as much, so then you're not compensating the numbers in terms of who goes forward and who stays back. Usually Chelsea sometimes would push. Ziyech there with that miss in terms of, yeah. That's why everybody's angry with Ziyech. He had nearly an open goal, but he just kept dribbling. He really should have just passed it, shouldn't he? Yeah, I just missed that. I think that was when I was doing the team. But Ziyech there could have. Well, it was an open goal. He got around the goalkeeper, did the hard part, and he didn't want to pass the ball. Still 1-0. Scores at the bottom of the screen. Chelsea 1, Arsenal 0. Not half time anymore. But yeah, that's that's the situation. Or let's see. Yeah, so still 1-0 lead. 60 minutes gone. Chelsea still leading. Big up to 535 of you in here, man. Really appreciate it. Glad you guys are joining me to watch the game. I'll be live again for Tottenham on Wednesday, 7:45 kickoff. And then everything watch-along wise will be looking fantastic for the Villarreal game the following Wednesday. I'm really looking forward to that, man. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to watching these games with you this season, man. Watching the game with you guys. I usually watch the game on my own, but now I'm going to be watching it with all you guys. So it's going to be fun to get everybody's live reaction as the games are going on. And hopefully we win our games, because if we lose, and if, you know, that Arsenal game now, I think back to it at the Emirates last season under Lampard. If I had done a watch along for that, I probably would have got demonetized. I was so angry. Last time we played at this stadium. I don't think I could have even continued. So the emotions were running high, man. They were running high. The emotions were running high. Let me put the banner back up. Let's see. Let's see what we can do in this second half. Can we get ourselves another goal? Chelsea got a corner. It was a good play down the right-hand side to try and up the momentum of the game and try and put it back in our favor. I don't know what the attendance is at the Emirates, but it looks like a good site. It looks like a decent amount of people in terms of the crowd. It's definitely not sold out, it doesn't seem, but it's a good amount of people there. Looking forward to so Big Six will be returning back to Monday and Friday when the season starts. Yeah. So only Wednesday now because of there's no football on, really. That's an awful kick from Leno. Oh my God. Whoa. What the hell, ref? He's just pulled him back. He's literally just dragged him back. Are you trying to tell me that's not a free kick? That's similar to what Maguire did against Aspilicueta. What is this, WWE SmackDown now? Man's moving like Randy Orton. What the hell's going on? He just literally just choke slammed him. This is ridiculous. This referee, fam. And Leno just did the worst kick I've ever seen, fam. Brother just slashed. I don't know what he was smoking with that. Brother just kicked it straight into the middle of the pitch. Slashed it so low. And Mendy collects that. The superior goalkeeper. There we go, Mendy. Rolls it out. Let's go. Come on. What are we working with? Oh, Jesus Christ. just as I start to get excited, ball goes out of play. But that was mad. I don't know what you guys thought of that, but was that not a choke slam? Bro, it looked like it was some WWE shit, fam. Just took him down. I was like, what the hell? How is that not a free kick? Grabbed him by the collar, like that dog from Tom and Jerry, fam, and just dragged him back into his hutch. I was like, what the hell is going on here? It's crazy. More substitutions are being made. Kante's coming on for Loftus-Cheek. Let me note that down in my little notepad before I forget. So Kante comes on. Can't wait. Batshuayi is also on. Yep. So Kante on and captain. Mendy comes off for Kepa, I'm assuming. Or will it be the new goalkeeper that I can't spell his name? Please let it be Kepa. It's Kepa. Easy for the spelling. The new goalkeeper, I'm not familiar with you. Batshuayi, who did Batshuayi come on for? Must be Ziyech. Ziyech or Pulisic? Batshuayi came on for who? Let me know, people. People saying Michi will score. So is the front three now? Who's the front three? Batshuayi. Who did Batshuayi come on for? Let me see if I can spot. Pully. Oh, fantastic. Appreciate it. Thank you. Because I didn't get to see who came off there. It didn't come up. So Batshuayi comes on. I'm going to just name him Batman. You guys will know. Save some time. And is Ziyech still on the pitch? Who's that? Yeah. All right, cool. Baba Ramen, you know. Oh, damn. Baba Ramen's on. Oh, damn. Baba Ramen noodles is on. Oh, damn. And again, skied the chance. It's a good opportunity. And he skied it. So is Ziyech off the pitch now? It's Hudson-Odoi in the front three. I saw some people getting frothy. Getting happy. Because Hudson-Odoi is at left wing. We know Baba Ramen's now gone to left wing back. Baba Ramen noodles. So does that mean now that, yeah, Hudson-Odoi left wing? Okay, cool. Good to see. Let's see how that works. Well, it's two strikers on the pitch, so maybe Hudson-Odoi will take the 10 position and he'll go 2 up front. Who knows? Kante's on. Good to see Kante back. Kante, not the greatest Euros for him and France, but I'm not too bothered because that just means that he got his ass home faster, and that means that he didn't pick up an injury. So happy days, because every time Deschamps uses Kante, he gets injured. So I'm happy to see him back fit without any scares, and he got a longer break. So, oh, go on. Oh, Leno is moving mad. You should have kept Martinez, fam. Barkley, what did Barkley do? I swear, Chelsea players at this point are just getting onto the pitch unauthorized. I don't even know if they're all subs. They're just coming on like, oh, I haven't played yet, boss. Can I come on? And he just runs onto the pitch. Who did he come on for? Seriously, who is Barkley on for? This is not even funny anymore. Oh, Hudson-Odoi is off. This is ridiculous. Are they even showing the substitutions? Or am I just missing them? Oh my goodness. I'm just seeing randomly Riddle Me Ross just pops up randomly. Just on the pitch. I'm just like, yo, who put you on, G? Where did you come from? But Leno's having a howler. Absolute howler. This is mad. Howler from Leno, man. We've got too many players. See, look, people don't even remember Barkley even exists. And bang, there he is on the pitch again. Taking up that HG quota. Telling you, man, we've got too many players, fam. Any rival fans watching this is how many players we've got. Ross Barkley, you know, on the pitch. Zappacosta on the pitch. Drinkwater on the pitch. Sterling. Let's see if he's with the first team this season. Mad. Absolute mad. Oh, lost the ball there. And here come Arsenal on the attack. Whoa. Jesus Christ. Good tackle, man. Really good tackle. Really, really good tackle. Have Arsenal made subs? Because I've just been making Chelsea changes. Good tackle. Really, really good tackle from Nathaniel. Was it Sterling who made that challenge? Great challenge. Number 27. That is Sterling, isn't it? Great challenge. Yeah, great challenge. Really good challenge. Barkley's the one that lost the ball. Listen, I've told you a lot about these brothers that are dead wood already. I don't need to tell you again. They don't need to be here. I'm not here for it. Giving people second chances and all this shit. I'm not here for it. Please leave. If he had a good season at Aston Villa, they would be purchasing him right now, because you can see Aston Villa are looking at James Ward-Prowse. They're looking at Cantwell. But clearly, when it comes to Ross, they're not interested. The score is 1-0, but we have a corner. Arsenal have a corner. I feel like Epe with the ball in. Header down 1-1. There you go. There's your score update. Goal from Granit Xhaka from the corner. It's really poor, man. And Chelsea have conceded. Granit Xhaka from a corner. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, isn't that just a damn shame? Poor defending. Now always say that from a set piece. Oh, man. Yeah, they just didn't get up. They didn't challenge. I think that's Drinkwater's man. I don't know. I think it was Drinkwater. I don't know. Let me see. I think Xhaka just really poor, though. Just no one challenged him at all. Just such an easy header. Yeah, Drinkwater's the closest to him. I don't know whose man he is, but nobody gets anywhere. Like, no one challenges him. He just goes up and heads it home. It's like a routine header at a training ground. No one even really challenged him for the header. He didn't have to really fight for that. Piss poor goal to concede. Really poor goal to concede, man. But to be fair, again, We've made all of our changes and look who's on the pitch. And then no surprise, we concede. So this is what I'm talking about when brothers are saying give second chances and all that shite. I'm not on it. I'm not on any of that. Arsenal are about to sub on half their team now. I've never seen so many changes warming up. Is that people warming up ready to come on? That looks like a whole army. Looks like 6 or 7 men are ready to come on. Hector Bellerin, I can see his headpiece. Who's that? Is that Willock? Bare man are coming on. What is this, fam? This is a whole switcheroo. It's going to take me time to change this on the scoreboard. But yeah, this is it's not Kepa's fault, man. It's just a shit piece of defending from whoever's marking Xhaka, and I'm going to blame it on Drinkwater at the moment because he's the closest to him. I think Nathaniel Chalobah was close as well, but I don't know. I don't know. Is it man marking that we're even doing? Give Xhaka that new contract, fam. He's earned it. He's earned it. Get him the new contract. Get it out. So Willock comes on. Do you know what? I don't even know if I can even do all these changes for Arsenal. They've just brought on a whole squad. Willock has come on. Subbing out Smith Rowe. I'm assuming he's not on the pitch. We'll start with that. Oh, man. What is this? What is this? Bellerin came on, so we know it's him. Someone says sub off Barkley already. Jesus Christ, you might have no patience for this. So I'm guessing Chambers came off because Bellerin is now on. Ballerina Bellerin. Who's that? The left back, isn't it? The new guy. What's his name? Tamar? Can't say his name. I'm not good at pronouncing names. You guys know this. I'm not the guy for that. I'm not the guy. So we've got a couple subs now made on my update. All right, come on, Chelsea. We can get the goal back. Let's do this. But this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. You gotta get. This is the drop off when you have those brothers that come onto the pitch that came on. Oh, Trevor. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. That's a new signing. Your Portuguese left back, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, this is what happened, man. This is what happened when you bring in a bunch of people off the bench that don't usually get into the team. Hey, oh Tammy, oh I missed it. It happened so fast. What happened? Oh shit! I'm watching the replay now. I was oh lovely finish from Tammy Abraham. I was updating I took my eyes off the screen for 2 seconds. And Chelsea score. And it's Tammy Abraham. It's a really good finish. And again, Arsenal building up from the back and not doing it well. I don't know whose fault we want to apportion that blame to, but Arsenal once again trying to build up from the back. And they do not do it well today. They keep giving the ball away. And Abraham finds himself in a great position and he tucks it away nicely. Really good finish, just bottom corner. And that, for as far as I'm concerned, that's the 5 million back up now. 40 million on his head. For the miss against Bournemouth, you decrease the price. We're back in business. Let's talk. West Ham. It was a loose pass from Arsenal. Poor build-up play again. And Tammy Abraham slots it past. And as far as I'm concerned, he's 40 million again. Let's do this. Yeah, fam, put that price back up, G. Put it back up. We're back in the money. 40 million on his head top. 40 million on his head top. 40 M's. 40 racks. 40 bags on his head top. Do you know what I mean? He wants to stay in London. Let's keep it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Brother. So Chelsea back in the lead, 15 minutes to go. Please don't fumble the bag. I'm taking this as a W against Arsenal if we win. If we don't win, the game doesn't matter. Kepa distributes, but Arsenal intercept and out for a throw-in for Chelsea. But yeah, man, 40 M's on his head top. Someone said 60 M's. You might have gone too far, fam. We're not West Ham. We don't we don't outprice our players for no damn reason. Well, I guess he's important to them, but we don't put our player valuations on stupidness. And now Arsenal need to try and find themselves another goal. Great to see Kante back out there. And he's playing with Drinkwater. So you got your old pivot, if that's what you wanted, people. You wanted this. Leicester, title winners, Drinkwater and Kante. Let's get the band back together. Well, you have it. You have it here, live and center in front of your eyeballs. I hope you're enjoying it. Brozier's not on. He's not even in the squad, my brother. Don't lie to me. Oh, you're saying you want him on now? He's not coming on. He's not even on the bench. Yeah, man. You wanted your Leicester title winning midfield. Bang. There it is. Drinkwater and Kante. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. In blue as well. In blue. You can't ask for much more than this, brothers. If you wanted to go back into the past and relive it all, just pretend Dujon Sterling's like Wes Morgan or something, and you're halfway there. Arsenal have intercepted the ball, and now they're coming on the attack now and trying to turn. Oh, good play from the youngster. Is that your? Oh, it's Nketiah. Sorry, never mind. I thought it was the other brother that you guys rate. That's long. Nketiah's name's a bit long to spell, you know. There we go. That will do the job until I Google it. Yeah, man, it's all mad. How is Nketiah still at Arsenal? You might not getting rid of him because you're not going to use him, are you? This is the thing. You might are not actually going to use him, so this is why I'm quite confused as to what's going on with that brother's future. Send him to the Championship, let him play ball. What is happening? Arsenal have possession. Nketiah. Oh, never mind. Yeah, sorry. I just know that they don't rate him in it, so it's like I thought it was the other brother. Arsenal with the possession here on this left-hand side, doing their thing, bopping it about, loving life. I'm good. You can have the ball if we can keep it like this. That's it, yeah. Balogun. Yeah, Balogun. Yeah, Balogun. That's the brother that everybody rates, isn't it? I haven't seen too much of him, but he was tearing it up in the Europa League. He was getting goals, I think, against Dundalk and shit. So, well, you have Balogun, you have Martinelli. Why do you need Nketiah? You don't need 3 young, up-and-coming strikers, do you? You only need 2 max. Do a Martial Rashford, what Man United did. You don't need 3. Yeah, it's the same double pivot, Lufa. Damn straight, brother. Trevor Chaloba's impressed me. I've liked him at centre-back in that 3. Premier League loan, maybe, I don't know. Potentially, we don't know. I don't think there's any room for him to play many minutes unless you're just going to give him cup games. But I think he probably needs more than that for his development. So, especially if we're signing Koundé. Let's see. 12 minutes to go. Really enjoying doing this stream, man. Really enjoying it. Glad you guys are here. Back for Tottenham Wednesday, 7:45 kickoff on this channel and on Twitch. We're on Twitch live now as well. So definitely follow up the Twitch. Woo! We'll get the scoreboard for Villarreal, definitely, and everything, and the minutes, the timer. We'll get that all sorted. It's an OBS thing. Pre-season settings. Not there yet. Yeah, Arsenal got too many strikers, you know. I don't know what you man are doing. You man have got so many. You got Aubameyang, Lacazette, Nketiah, Balogun, Martinelli. Like, shit, bro. You're just stockpiling strikers. What the hell's wrong with you? You man remind me you remind me of that program on Channel 4, the Hoarders. The Hoarders program, where they just hoard everything. They just got like paintings from like 12 years ago that ain't even got paint left on the canvas, just in their loft, because why not? Says Jeffrey from Scunthorpe. Like, what's wrong with you lot? Just sell the brother, man. Let him go. At least let him go on loan for shit. Jesus Christ, you man are just Gonna allow his brother to just play Carabao Cup games. So disrespectful. Barkley is awful. Why is he still at my club? Seriously, man. He's so bad. Oh my God. Even the attempt. Just sprayed it back to Arsenal. Why keep the ball when you could just give it away? What is the point? The fact that he's even wearing the number 8 shirt is nuts. Absolutely nuts, man. Get Mason Mount in that kit right now. Honest to God. It's actually a crime. 2-1 to Chelsea is the score. 2-1 to Chelsea. Goals courtesy of Abraham and Kai Havertz. Barkley, man, and wearing this number 8 shirt is actually mad. It's actually not. It's not. It's not right. It's not right. Just look at the bottom of the screen. You'll see the score and you'll see the lineup. I don't think the Arsenal lineup is correct. In fact, I may even get rid of the Arsenal lineup at this point because I have no idea who's on that pitch for that team. They made too many substitutions at once. Actually, no, I'll keep it and I'll see if I can fix it by the end of the game. That will be my challenge. Arsenal coming forward here. Mendy makes the save. And off the crossbar. I don't know if that's gone in. What a shot. That was powerful. Who was that? Was that Joe Willock with the shot? And it hit the crossbar and it looked like it bobbled down on the goal line. I don't know if it crossed the line. I don't think it has. Play continues. That was a shot, man. And Joe Willock was used as the second striker at Newcastle, similar to like Dele Alli at Tottenham. So maybe Arsenal can use him and they'll have another striker. If you needed any more. Arsenal take the quick throw. They're really trying to get. And now they're looking for a penalty. Piss off. You're not getting that penalty. We move. Zappacosta, let's go. Yeah, Zappacosta, let's go. Come on. Down the right-hand side. Burning that Red Bull energy from this morning. There we go. Left-hand side, what we got cooking? Here come Chelsea. Shot blocked. Out for a throw-in. But Willock is basically a second striker, fam. So you man are just out here with pure strikers. Because at Newcastle, he was the second striker. That was a mad shot. Was it Willock who took the shot? Am I right, yeah? That was a mad shot. I thought that was a goal. Oh, wait. They're showing the replay. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing, did they have goal line technology in the friendlies? I don't know. In the mini-series, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if they've got goal line technology. But if they do, then there you go. It's not a goal. But it looked like a goal to me. I don't think they have goal line technology in this, but it did look like a goal. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. It's close. Very, very close. You guys think it was a goal? What do you guys think in the chat? Lokonga. Was that the brother who did? No, it wasn't that who had the shot. Who do you guys think that was a goal? I don't know. It looked close. Yeah, it's disallowed. It wasn't given, but it looked. It was close. Put it like that. It was very, very close. Who is Lokonga on for? Who is he on for? I'd love to have his name on the board. El Neni. I'm going to take El Neni out. I feel like El Neni's not on this pitch anymore. Oh, wait. Maybe he is. Yeah, he is, isn't it? I don't know anymore, man. There's just too many changes. It's too many changes, people. Arsenal just did too much. They tried to... Oh, it is El Neni. Okay. They tried to do too much for me. They really did. Arsenal with possession inside our half. And... Ooh! Who was that? That was filth! Ooh! One of these Arsenal players are on some strong shit, you know? That was disgusting. He just chopped up my man for fun. Yo, one of my brothers got family and kids at home, you know. Was that Drinkwater he just chopped up? Drinkwater just got... who was that just got chopped? Oh my God. Yo, I'm distracted now. I can't even... That brother got chopped. I'm talking chopped. It was peak. Somebody tell me who was the victim, because that was mad. That was honestly mad. Oh, my days. There was no need for that. Brothers have got family at home. Absolutely no need for all that chopping. Just kept chopping him up. He was on the floor. Oh, no. Someone's saying sell Tammy. Why? What's Tammy done now? Am I not there yet? Arsenal here in the box playing pinball. Cleared away. We get the ball away. And now we're on the break, I hope. Oh, really good play. Really good play. Good play. And Chelsea, it's outplay. Who got chopped? Who got peppered up? Was it Kante? It was Kante. Oh, my God. Of all people. Yo, when I seen that, I was like, yo, that's mad. Bad tackle there. Free kick for Chelsea outside the box. Zappacosta won drawing the foul. That was peak. Brother got chopped. Kante don't get chopped up, but that was peak. Just like just playing with him, man. Just playing with him. It was so peak. I couldn't believe it. Thought it was drink water. That was mad. Free kick for Chelsea. Edge of the area. 5 minutes to go. Arsenal 1, Chelsea 2. Clark Salter is coming on for Trevor Chalobah, who's coming off and had a really, really, really good game. So on comes Clark Salter. Been at the club for a long, long time, people. And he comes on for Chalobah. So that's an interesting change. Well, it's just like for like, centre back for centre back. Ball comes into the box, headed away, out for another corner. What did Abraham do? Because you man not really onto him right now. I must have missed it because I was still laughing. Because I'm still laughing from the chopping. Oh my goodness, that chopping was mad. I'm sorry. I love a good chop, but not against my team like that. What did Abraham do? Here comes the ball now. Chelsea in the box. And it's difficult. Ball. Oh! Skied by Malong Sarr, who's clearly not a finisher. Oh, he missed a 1v1. Oh, okay. That's normal. Normal. Oh, so now are we just going to say that the price tag's gone down again? No, I just assumed. Oh, my goodness. 4 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. Arsenal 1, Chelsea 2. And Arsenal 1, Chelsea 2. And Abraham's getting a bollocking in the comments from the people watching because he missed the 1v1. Yeah. This game's becoming funny, fam. Did you guys just see that? That was hilarious. My brother was dancing. Someone needs to make a meme out of that. And now Chelsea are on the attack. And it's a 2v1. Don't piss it up. Oh, my God. This brother is absolutely... Sell him. Sell his blood clot. Sell his blood clot now. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this season. Where's Hajir? Where is Hajir? Bring Hajir to me now in this chat. Bloody Tammy Stan, fam. What the hell is this? Brother had acres of time, space, decisions to make, life to change, fee to rise. We're trying to get the 50 million for you now, and you're out here. We're definitely down at deficit after this game, even though he scored. Because after what I've just seen, brother's back down to the 30 million. Knocking 5 million off each time something bad happens. That's a 30 million right now. We're definitely at 30 million. Nobody's going to buy him, fam. We're actually screwed. We're in a serious predicament right now. It's like he doesn't want to go and he's just doing this on purpose now. This is mad. Oh my God, Tammy, fam. What are you doing, brother? It's such a good finish for the goal, but you're ruining it with all this extra nonsense that you're carrying on with, fam. You're just not reliable. I'm sorry, but you cannot expect to be a starter at this club. You yourself, you can't expect. If you was willing to do the squad thing, second choice, cool. But you've got to improve your game. There's no way you can be a starting striker doing up this madness. You can't. Can't be serious. Can't be serious. No chance. There's no way he even thinks he should be starting for this team. No way. In his own mind, there's no way he thinks he should be starting for this team. Big European champions team. Nah, no way. Even at home, he must look into the mirror and think, yeah, I'm not a starter at this team. Nah, not yet. I'm not ready. You can't be delusional. You can't be delusional. You have to evaluate yourself in life. There's no way he thinks he's a starter for this team. No chance. Because I'm happy for him to be a squad player, but this is just, you can't be doing this for him. Not on a weekly. Nah, no chance. That's mad. Nah. It's like me. I know I'm not going to go on Dancing with the Stars. Because I'm not a dancer. You just got to know yourself, innit? You just got to know your level. It's just like, it's just not, you're not that guy right now, man. There's just too much improving to do. We ain't even got onto the heading. Ugh, this is your feet. This is meant to be your bread and butter. Ugh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And he just keeps falling over, and it's just long. It's long. New haircut. It's not it. It's nah. New haircut. Same thing. New haircut has not changed the fortunes today, I'm afraid. Nice plaits and whatnot, but nah. I hope Corey's not watching this. Oh, yeah, Lord Jesus is Lord. So bad, man. We need a striker, people. This is not funny. We need a striker. We need a gunman. And we know Arsenal are not bidding now because he's doing this in front of them. So they're not bidding. So we can leave that now. So it's just West Ham or bust because they're not bidding for him after watching this. Like, he's dead ass doing this against the team that he supports. Jesus. What we needed was Tammy to come and drop a hat-trick. Do up a little 1-2 step. Drop a hat-trick. Header, left foot, right foot. Right foot, he had the finish earlier on, did his thing. But he didn't finish it up properly. Now Arsenal are like, nah, not feeling it. Arsenal don't need a striker anyway. We've been talking about it. I don't even know why Arsenal are even looking at a striker. I know Lacazette's contract's running out, but you just got too many strikers on your books, man. Like, I've seen them linked with Lautaro Martinez and shit. That ain't happening either. Did he miss 1v1 or 2? Because I've seen one and other people were saying he missed one before. That was it's a good save. That's mad. Damn straight. I need a clinical striker this season, man. We haven't had one since Diego Costa. We need a clinical striker. And this is why I keep saying, if Chelsea don't get a striker, they can't be in a title race for me personally. I know it's pre-season, but I don't see a title race. I don't see a title race without a new striker. You need to get someone in that gives you goals. Got to. Everything else is looking calm. The rest of the team's calm. If you're bringing in Koundé, cool. Even if you don't get the fourth choice midfielder, you might be able to sheg it. You might be able to just get by. Like, it might, like, if you use Loftus-Cheek and say he does his thing and he actually has a good season, you can get by. Do you know what I mean? But you can't get by without a striker. You can't be done. Cannot be done. And I wouldn't advise not getting a midfielder. Like, we still need a midfielder as well, in my opinion. But you might be able to get away with it if you don't get one. You don't get a striker, long. Don't tell me about Mitchie stepping up either, because that's not happening. Don't even bother. Game over, people. Final score, Arsenal 1, Chelsea 2. Thomas Tuchel gets the better of Mikel Arteta for the first time, and we'll be collecting that W shamelessly because we need to beat Arsenal. Oh, my goodness. Is that game over, yeah? Job done. Who's down? What's going on? What's Batshuayi doing? Who is that? What's going on? Batshuayi is just like head in the ground for no reason. Mad confused. Job done. Job finished. What did you guys make of the game, people? Let me know in the comments. We're going to go for maybe... I'll go until 2 hours half. So I'll go for 10 more minutes. talk about the game, what we just witnessed. I'm not going to do a review or anything. I don't do reviews on friendlies. I'll do reviews for the actual games when they start. I'll do a watch along, then I'll stop and do the review. But I'm not going to do it for these because this is a friendly. Yeah, let me know what you man thought about all of that. Full time. Chelsea 2, Arsenal 1. Goals from Kai Havertz and Tammy Abraham. I'm not a big fan of Michy Batshuayi, so I'm not going to be on that one of keeping him either. I think he needs to go. Broja, Werner, Kai, and a new striker. Those are my 4 going into next season. Nobody else. I don't want to see nobody else. You got Broja, young. You got Werner, meant to be delivering now. You got Kai, golden child. And you got a gunman. Those 4 next season, job finished. Job done. I don't want to see no extraterrestrials hanging about doing their thing. No, I'm good. We don't need to see any of that. I don't need to see no extra. There's no extra casting crew. No extra casting crew, people. No squad fillers, no extra casting crew. Nah. Nah. No chance. I didn't see Ziyech messing up, Dan. That's why I didn't say anything. I was asking about it. I had to see it after everybody said it. I only saw Ziyech's mistake after everybody told me, because I wasn't watching. I was updating the team. But Ziyech is not a striker, so it doesn't really surprise me, to be honest. I know what Ziyech is like. I'm not Ziyech's even... You don't need to worry about me, Dan, because I'm not even Ziyech's biggest fan. I wanted Sancho. So you don't need to worry about me with Ziyech bias. if you think this is the channel where Ziyech bias is coming in, you're in the wrong channel. That's not around. It's not going to happen around here. We're just getting to see Killer Kai's goal. You know what I mean? That finish was mad. Incredible finish. Yeah, you did get Sancho. Congratulations. I'm not going to lie. It's a great signing. Don't tell me about the F1. Do not do it. I don't want no spoilers. Nothing. I don't even care if it's a super chat. I'm not reading it. Don't do it. Do not spoil the F1 for me. Killer Kai. It was a brilliant finish. Just like Hungary Grand Prix, turn 1, chaos all over. Don't do this, Alex. Don't do this. Shut up. Everybody shut up while I'm ending the stream. Stop spoiling it. Just stop talking. Stop it. I swear to God, if you man start ruining it for me, I swear to God, I'll start reporting all of you. I'm not even looking at the chat now, so this is what you've done. I'm not looking at the chat anymore. But yeah, Kai Havertz, unbelievable goal. Unbelievable finish. Ruthless. Pat Nevlin's definitely going to talk about that and enjoy that. Abraham, really good finish for his goal. Really good finish. Tucked it away nicely. Right, to the goalkeeper's left. It was a good clinical finish after a mistake in Arsenal's build-up play, but then he missed a few opportunities. I think 2 opportunities. I saw one of them. And I don't know about the other one that you guys, I didn't get to see that. I missed that one. But yeah, just not completely clinical, unfortunately. Werner in the end got an assist. Again, he needs to be polished up a little bit as well in his game, but he created some opportunities today. But again, finishing could have been better. Hudson-Odoi, I thought, was really good on the left-hand side, especially in that first half, created some opportunities for himself. Again, his finishing needs to improve. If he's going to play left wing consistently, just needs to refine his finishing and be a bit more clinical there. Pulisic had some moments. But again, defensively, I wouldn't really want him at right wing back next season at all. We had a lot of issues down that left-hand side of Tierney and Aubameyang in that first half. Really poor goal to concede. I'm going to have to give it to Drinkwater, I think. I think he's the one marking, is he? Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say who's marking because there's a mix between zonal and man marking, I think. But Xhaka gets a free header there. Nobody challenges him. And it's just a really, really poor goal to concede. So it must be Drinkwater. But yeah, it's a good performance considering. Again, like I said at the start of the match, I personally didn't have much expectations going into the game because Chelsea have a situation where they're playing against a team that have played a lot of friendlies in comparison to them. This is only Chelsea's second friendly of pre-season. Arsenal have played quite a few games, so they're going to be physically at a higher level than we are. So I was expecting Arsenal to actually probably maybe win or even draw this game, but we managed to win the match. And a good performance. And to be honest, if we have our starting defenders on the pitch, we don't concede that goal. We don't concede that goal. It's because we made all of those changes. Maybe a miscommunication as to who's meant to be on who or whatever. But yeah, we just didn't do our job and we conceded. But it's no surprise that we concede again, same as the Bournemouth game, when we have our inferior defense on the pitch. Just seeing Abraham's goal back now, poor from Arsenal, but a good finish from Abraham. Picks his spot and tucks it in. Abraham is a difficult one, man, because he works hard. You can see that he's trying and he really wants to give his all and be the guy. And hence why I've always praised his mentality. He took the number 9 shirt at the start of his first season, had a good first season in terms of his goal output, although, against the bigger sides, he'd need to up his game in that respect. But just for me, just doesn't strike me as Chelsea level in terms of a starting striker. It just doesn't strike me as starting level, man. There's just too many things in his game that he needs to fix before he can even think of starting at a club this magnitude. He would start at an Aston Villa, a West Ham, that level. If you want to be a starter, that's the level you got to drop to. Because at Chelsea, there's no way we can have that. We need to get back to having a proper gunman up front. Michy's not good enough either. Michy Batshuayi. I'm not even going to bother entertain him staying. It's just not going to happen. He might have played with freedom today or impressive today, but I'm talking about long term. I'm not going to have him in my thought process for staying. Same as Drinkwater, even though he had a good performance against Bournemouth. I wouldn't say he's in my thought process to play either. It's got to be a new signing, then Broja, and then the 2 Germans, and I think that's enough. Don't think you need any more. People will say Michy's never been given a chance, but I disagree with you. He's been given chances before. He's just not good enough. He's just not good enough, people. For me, he did cost money. So at some point he was given a chance. He came in as second choice to Diego Costa, but I've seen Michy Batshuayi. I don't need to see him again. Like, I've seen him enough times. He hasn't got good enough build-up play. General play is not good enough. He's just a good finisher with both feet. But general play, he's not good enough. And I don't think even on the pitch at times that he's not intelligent enough as well. I think sometimes he does things on the pitch that I just don't think it's sort of what a top level striker should be doing. It's just not of levels. I don't think Michy needs to be back up either because we have Broja and we have Werner and we've Kai. It's too many people. That's 5 strikers otherwise. 5 people that can play up front. It's too many people. You know me, I'm cutthroat, I'm ruthless. I'm not a fan of stockpiling. I'm not a fan of keeping players that shouldn't be here. I don't need to see anything. There's nothing to see. Honestly, there's nothing to see. You're not missing out on nothing. You're not going to play Michy this season and suddenly he's going to come out with 20, 25 goals. It's just not going to happen. He was literally just at Palace. Let's not forget that. If he was good enough, he would have ripped it at Palace. Ripped it. Remember Lukaku ripped it at West Brom and Everton as a baby and still didn't make it here. So you have to be ruthless. You can't be sacking managers and then getting, finicky with players. Nah, I haven't got time for it. I know exactly who we need, and we need a proper world-class striker, and that's it. I don't see any revival for these brothers. I'm afraid this position is not a position you can play with as well. 3 at the back, you've got players that can cover you, and there could be revivals. Wing back, you got a good right side centre back behind you, a good right winger ahead of you, and it's a more of an athletic position. If you got a good cross and you can dribble, you can get by like a Victor Moses. You can have a revival there. Goalkeeper and striker, I've said it on this channel many times. We don't do revivals. We do product, and we need it now. We don't have time for risk. You don't mess around with the striker and goalkeeper position, people. I've said it so many times. It's just the two positions on a pitch where I personally don't have much patience for. You have to be delivering. If you're not delivering, you got a certain amount of time to deliver. And if you can't deliver, out the door. We have to have a prolific striker and a top goalkeeper at all times. If you don't have those two things, you can find yourself falling down the table like that. And it's mad. Every other position, you've got cover. Someone can help you. Someone can shield you if you have a bad game. Someone can, cover you if you make a mistake on the pitch. There's no covering up for a goalkeeper's mistake, and there's no covering up for a striker's misses. There's no covering up. It's a lonely part of the pitch. And you talk to footballers, talk to strikers and goalkeepers, they'll tell you the same thing. It's the only two positions. Those two people can always relate to each other. A striker and a goalkeeper, funnily enough, opposite sides of the pitch, they always can relate to each other because they know exactly how it feels for one another. They thrive off confidence, and their two positions are cutthroat. And if any mistakes are made in their position, then you already know who to blame. It's not like you can give the ball away in midfield and then your centre back can cover you and this person can come and cover you and you can get back and you can... It doesn't happen. You make a mistake as a goalkeeper, it's a goal. You miss a chance as a striker, we didn't score because of you. Nobody else to blame, just you. Do you know what I mean? And that's just how it is. That is literally just how it is. And that's why for me, I've got loads of patience and time and remontandanda and recovery and all of these things. And, maybe he can be this and that. In other positions, talk to me. But striker and goalkeeper, no chance. Not a chance. And I know Batshuayi's got weaknesses to his game. He's not a complete forward. No chance. No chance at all. Loftus-Cheek, really happy with him. Good moments. I completely agree with Dan. Good moments indeed. Had some moments where he found little pockets of space. And he, again, he played that Kante role where you have Jorginho sitting and Kante would be the guy that just plays just ahead of him. And if you can flick that ball in between the lines of press where a team will be pressuring Jorginho or Kovacic, if you can flick the ball beyond that guy and get it into the next line, bang, Kante's there and he goes on a run and he's got space. Jorginho did it with Sarri, with Loftus-Cheek in a 4-3-3 as well. Jorginho is the magnet. Kovacic was the magnet today. They're the ones that sucker. They're the ones that draw all of the players to them. They hold onto the ball for the longest. They suck the players in and then they give it, they bounce it off and then off you go. And you've got space and you run into it. And that's why you need players that are press resistant. That's why you need players that are press resistant because they can create space for others. So it was good to see. I think Masunda caught the disease, I believe, people. So I don't think he's going to be available anytime soon. Trevor Chalobah was good. Enjoyed him as well. Yeah, definitely 100%. Really good from him. Really good. But I think against Tottenham now, it'll be interesting to see who plays. It'll be interesting to see if Brozia's back for Tottenham. It'll be interesting to see if any deals are done before Tottenham, incoming and outgoing. There's a potential for one incoming before Tottenham, I think. And maybe, not telling you, just maybe. I think because once Chelsea agreed the fee with Sevilla, the deal's done. And the deal can be done in hours because Koundé's already agreed personal terms. He's buzzing to join. And we know the contract length. We know the wages. Everything's already done. So it's literally Chelsea could agree a fee with Sevilla any day now and then job done. He's in. Even if he does sign before then, don't expect him to start at all, of course, because he's not going to have much time to train. But that's the only deal that could get done before Tottenham is the Koundé deal. Outgoings, you need to be looking at your Abrahams. You need to be looking at Abraham, especially because he's the one that's got market value. You're looking at Zuma. But again, I highly doubt those two will get done in the next week. But your Abrahams and your Zumas are your two main ones that you'll be looking at for outgoings. I still don't see nothing for Zappacosta. I still don't see anything for Drinkwater. I still don't see anything for Batshuayi. I don't see anything for Barkley. So those four in particular, I don't see anything for them. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Masunda has to self-isolate. So yeah, just keep an eye on Kunde, Zuma, and Abraham. Those are your three this week. Watch out for those, because the club are actively now trying to sell Abraham. Actively. He's transfer listed. So that's one that needs to be finding a new home. And then we know Kunde, they want him desperately, top target for Tuchel. And Zuma has already stated that he wants to go to West Ham. So let's see what West Ham, I'm sure they'll find some money from somewhere. So yeah, Alonso wasn't involved today. Don't know why. I'm not sure what happened, people. I'm not sure what happened. No Emerson as well. Not really sure what happened. But yeah, nothing to stress about. Just pre-season. Some interesting performances, some good performances in there as well. Definitely some good performances in there. And we go to Tottenham. We parade our Champions League trophy about. We shove it in their faces. Packed out Stamford Bridge as well. So that'll be fun. But yeah, we show off our Champions League trophy and we move. First big game is Villarreal. That's when the season starts. And yeah, I don't see Zuma being involved in the Rice deal. I'd be surprised. We'll see. But we tend to get mugged off in these swap deals. That's why they don't happen very often. But we'll see. Could happen. But it's more likely that they're all separate deals. But we'll see. Because I think West Ham's valuation, I mean, personally, for me, I wouldn't be slapping any money on top of Zuma and Abraham. If you're doing a swap for those two plus for Rice, I wouldn't be doing any money involved in there. That'd be it. For me personally. But we'll see. Big up to everybody in the chat. Make sure you smash the likes on the way out if you enjoyed. If you didn't, then don't smash the likes. Don't smash the likes then. Leave me in a pitiful sadness that I am in. Let me see. Twitch gang. Big up to the Twitch gang. Hope you guys are doing well. Not many of you, but we're building it ever so slowly. And yeah, we're building it, and we've got some exclusive just Twitch streams coming up as well that will just be on Twitch. So if you're on the Twitch and you are following the Twitch, then you're going to get some extra content on Monday and on Tuesday. I'm going to be doing a stream on both those days, but I'm not going to be streaming on the YouTube channel on those days. I'll be putting out a video on the channel. So the weekly shows and the watch-alongs will be on this channel. So Oil Boys, All You Can Eat Chelsea, and London Club's Carnage, and maybe one more. If I set it up for the season, I might set up one more show. And the Apple Juice and the videos, they're all here. And then extra streams that I was doing last season, they'll be also on the Twitch, because I can't put it all here. It's just way too much content. So yeah, it's going to be on Twitch. So Apple Juice settings continues. I've actually got some Apple Juice not far from me. It's a bit early for Apple Juice, but I think maybe I can get away with it. Double upload, people. So again, if you didn't get to see London Club's Carnage, that was a great show. Really funny. Taking the piss out of Toby, me and Lee, enjoying life with Corey as well. So make sure you go and check that out. Roundabout will of course be tomorrow as well, on Monday. So look forward to that as well. And the link, the Twitch link is in the description. Yep, it is in the description already. It should be in there. Let me go and check. But even if it's not, Linktree has got all of my links. So if you just go to the top link after the one that says subscribe, you'll see it there. There's definitely a link in there, and it's on the channel as well. If you go to About, you go down, you can see Twitch, you can see Twitter, you can see Instagram, so they're all there. So yeah, follow up all the socials if you can. Instagram, really appreciate it if you guys follow me on Instagram. Going to be putting out videos there, 1 minute ones after the match. So trying to grow that as well. So yeah, follow up what you can, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in a bit, people. Peace.